Hi,
Hello.
Kat. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
How are
So
you feeling, Kat?
she's feeling amazing.
Uh,
Kat, I apologize on behalf of the population of the United States of America.
uh,
Susan, I love you. It's on everybody's hearts.
Okay, it's on your heart. Done. All right. We're going to have a positive, happy trivia for the next 2 years. All right. So we have four teams. There's a few of us here, but more people will join very soon.
Jokes for Vincent.
what?
Oh,
Couple jokes for Vincent.
say
Oh,
it, Carl. Say it for the recording.
Oh no.
First one is I was going to share my broken pencil joke here, but it's pointless.
But it's
And then
point.
the other one is I tried to walk like an idiot, and now I need a chiropractor.
Why are we humoring dad jokes? Why? Why?
Okay.
because we love
I
them.
had to go through the
Why?
thing Tuesday night and Wednesday. I don't want this tonight. Please stop it. No dad jokes.
No dad jokes. All right.
Oh,
What was happening
done
on
a million
Tuesday?
of them.
Nobody dad jokes on Tuesday, did they? All right. So
What do you call a tiger with five eyes? Hi,
Uh,
tiger.
yeah.
all right, Carolyn, Janine, Karen, and Kevin.
Calgon, take me away.
Aw, I remember those commercials. All right, Brian and Brian, Brandy and Kyle, Jane and Rob.
Speechless.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Teller. I get it. Teller from Penn and Teller.
Kyle,
Uh,
Kyle, you had the last name, Kyle.
what?
You
Oh,
changed
is that the name? Of
you
the cat?
changed the team name at the end there. What was it?
Oh, I was just spitballing. I didn't know it was official. What did I even say?
He said what?
Or
What?
what?
Go with the thing
All
with
right.
the umlauts.
We'll have to go back to our original one. All right, here you go, Susan. Politica is verboten, so we have no team name.
Politica is verboten, so we have no name.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of those is Spanish and one of those is German, and they're going to all be kicked out of the country. So
If we didn't, what would be your name?
Okay, Carl, Jim, Ron, and Kat.
We're on the clock. 28 days later has started. In case you don't know what that's referred to.
You're gonna
There's
push my
43
butt.
monkeys on the loose from a
I just
from a
want to
lab
say
in
I'm
South
looking
Carolina.
forward to the next team name because Jamie is good at this.
No, Jamie's been told he can't do political.
We'll see how good Jamie is on the fly adjusting to the
Uh-oh.
Well,
So Jamie, Jeff, Julie, Vincent, and Gail. Julie,
anyone want to join me in Thailand?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
okay.
So my wife on vacation in Scotland doesn't like Scotland, too rainy and dark already. I mentioned your praising of Thailand and she wants information, so send it to me, please.
Oh,
And I also want to share with you, I have friends from Minnesota, formerly of Carmel Valley, that moved earlier this year to Greece. Greece is welcoming people who
yeah.
they have a wonderful affordable home in near Crete. And
Nobody's kicking me out of my.
I know, but if people want to, I mean, look, I'm chair of the local Democratic Party. I have my I made sure my passport's updated.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I can
How
see.
can anyone not love Scotland?
I love Scotland.
I
love
love
the rain.
Scotland.
I love the cold.
It's cold and rainy and dark at 4 o'clock already.
Well, it is here now.
Yeah.
But after a few whiskeys, who
November.
cares?
I think that's fucking tastic.
See, we're almost on the equator, so our days and nights really don't change throughout the year. It's kind of
Another plus. Another plus.
That's another plus.
All right. So here we are. We are at game number 241, season 5 on the 7th of November, 2024. And I guess we all remember what happened on the 7th of November, right?
My grandmother was born in 1912.
There you go.
My father was born and died.
Very good. I'm glad you
Oh.
all.
On the same day,
Yep.
same year.
My mother was in labor.
My mother was too.
And something happened in
But not for me, for my
Hawaii.
brother.
My
Something
sister.
happened in Hawaii that we should never
My
forget.
dad was in management, not labor.
I'm surprised nobody came up with a team name that had to do with November 7th,
What was
Oh.
November 7th in Hawaii?
1941.
That was December
December
7th.
7th.
Oh, it was a month before. Psychics
Yeah.
no, but
That's
it-
what
See,
George Bush
I am
did.
so
Impending
tuned
storm.
into Susan that I knew
September
that's
7th.
what she was talking about.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
George Bush said
I just
September
didn't want to
7th.
admit it.
All right, so we have Calgon, Take Me Away versus Politica is verboten, so we have no
Verboten.
name. Versus We're on the Clock, 28 days later has started. Versus Anyone Who Want to Join Me in Thailand. So let's see how we do tonight with our categories. We have Karen followed by Kyle versus Karl versus Jamie. So hopefully you guys all are scrambling to come up with new categories that you thought were going to pass by me with political categories. So Karen, I'm going to give you your co-host privileges here and let it rip.
Like we're in trouble.
Thank you, Susan. So I also want to announce that I usually have a policy of no glass of wine or a beer before trivia. Knowing that Susan was not going to welcome political things, I am already in my second serving of this margarita in a bottle.
Yay.
Finally, we get drink before trivia, Karen.
Here we go. Tipsy Karen here. Okay.
This ought to be
so-
interesting. I just saw her for like an hour.
Okay, so here we go. Now let me remember how to do this. I must find chat, and there it is. For the first time, following the tradition of started by Kevin and Karl with the K has done them. This is a mystery category.
Ooh.
For the
I
first
love
time.
it.
For the first time. Okay,
So who gets to play Sherlock?
okay. So here is the first question. And I implore you to refrain from asking questions while everyone
Why is that?
while everyone is here.
Yeah, you missed the joke.
If you have a question, please stay after other people go to their rooms, and I will answer your question and then share it via the shared chat. But please kindly refrain from asking questions right now, unless you didn't hear literally what I said, right?
What?
What did you say?
Okay. Question number 1. Story of Blank is an erotic novel written by author Anne Declos under the pen name of Pauline Réage, with the original French text published in 1954 by Jean-Jacques Pauvert. And yes, that's a lot of unnecessary French.
Vive la France.
Oui,
Yes.
oui.
Oui, oui. Okay, number 2. This is a doughy white bread bun made in Waterford and South County, Kilkenny, Ireland. Sold in 2 varieties, soft and crusty. Number 3. This is a hollow electrode for accelerating particles in a cyclotron. I'm sorry that Leonard is not here tonight. I actually included that with him in mind. However, others may know this answer as well. You need not be a physicist.
Oh, I was going to invite Brian Cox.
Is he a physicist?
I don't know.
Stuck in a black
Yes,
hole.
he is.
Number 4. This is the first word in the title of an 18th century French folk song that is commonly taught to beginners learning to play an instrument. Again, I thought of Robin when I did this, but others may have this wisdom as well. Alrighty, number 5. This is substituted 2 to 3 times in lieu of actual words in context where those actual words are determined by the speaker to be too tedious or lengthy to give in full. And that is purposefully overly wordy. That's an attempt at humor and irony. Number 6. This is the spoken representation of a single dash in radio and telegraph Morse code. Number 7. This is the last word in the title of a 1991 US American comedy fantasy film involving a person being on trial to determine the next phase of his existence. Number 8, song lyric. Love grows where my rosemary blank. Thinking of you, Kevin.
I got it. Thank you.
Number 9. Certain devices commonly display these symbols. The line or heavy circle. What does the heavy circle mean? Number 10. For all women out there or married men, over the shoulder boulder holder. Any questions?
Are there any answers?
Go to your rooms, please, dear folks. In a moment, when I figure out how to send you there, open all rooms. If you have a question, please remain.
Nope.
Hey, Deborah. I'm putting you on team.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Susan. Hi, Carl.
Have to open it up.
The only song I can think of, like for number 4, is Alouette. Alouette.
Yeah.
The number 4 is Fleur de Lis, isn't it?
I was thinking Frere Jacques.
Oh.
Is that the same song?
Fleur de Lis.
It's
I don't know how
not
to
French
spell it.
though.
Frere Jacques?
Fure Elise is German.
What about Frere Jacques? Is that the same as Alouette?
Oh, maybe that, yeah. Frere
First
Jacques.
word.
Yeah.
That's the same song.
Yeah.
Santa Alouette.
Fleur. So it'd be Fleur is the word.
Fleur de Lis is I don't know the song. I know what the symbol is.
Does anybody have number 1? I think I have it.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
The letter O, story of O, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
And then number 5, I know. Isn't that etc.?
Yeah, that's what I put, yeah.
And that's all I got.
Well, you knew 8, Kevin. I
What was
think I do
8?
too.
Goes.
Goes.
Yeah, I have
That's
that.
the only one I knew.
Oh, de Fleur, etc.
Goes and nobody.
It's supposed to be a song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the mystery?
Kevin, do you know 6?
I'm gonna say dat. Did that, did dot, did that. It's either did or dat, something like that.
Spoken representation of a single dash. So, okay, what do we know about 2?
Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think this first one is O.
White bread, soft and crusty. So white bread bun. Hollow electrode for accelerating particle.
What else do we have? Etc. for number 5?
Yeah. Etc.
Seven, what do you guys think? Last word in the title Involving a person being on trial.
To determine.
Hmm.
Comedy fantasy film.
1991. Involving.
Well, this is a mystery category.
Yeah. Well, I got
So
number
we
10.
should be able to figure out maybe.
You know what number 10 is? You should know.
Bra.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think this is on and off.
That's what I thought.
where?
Number
The
9.
on or off buttons, symbols.
Oh. So the
Something goes on
circle.
bra.
Oh, it's oh, I know what this is. Do you want me to say?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
Aaron go bra?
No.
Yeah, isn't it like the Irish phrase?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but that
But
only
they
would cover
she's
the
just
last
made it.
3.
She just made it like
Oh, something floor, etc. Blank blank goes on off bra.
etc.
We don't have 2. We don't have
It's
3.
Yeah, it's on because she doesn't want both symbols, just the second one. What's the heavy circle mean? And I think it's on.
Oh, that's right.
So the last word movie.
Goes on bra.
The only thing that popped in my mind was Judge Dredd, but I don't know if that is a comedy. I thought it was more of an action sci-fi.
Was that from 91?
I don't know. It could be.
Was it something about a man on trial? A person being on trial?
He's
Yeah, it could
it's a
be. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone movie where he's like the judge, jury, and executioner or something like that.
Okay, so if it's Dread, does that make this mystery any better? Dread goes
I don't
on.
know.
Dread goes on bra?
No, I don't think it works.
I don't think so. ETC, etc.
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 Or etc. I have no idea what a hollow.
Oh, wait. Is she trying to do Obladi, Oblada, life goes on?
Oh, bra. Da, 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 da,
Da, da,
life
da.
goes on. You're right, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Oh, blah.
Blah.
So
Maybe.
number 2 is oh, blah, oh, blah,
Blah.
Mhm.
blah. So is that
Blah.
a dread?
Blah.
Is
Oh,
that a
blah.
dread?
Yep.
I never heard of it.
D, which I don't know.
Oh, blah, D.
The hollow
Oh.
electrode for
Alouette is
Yeah.
So
blah blah
it's not
blah
plural
instead of
then.
etc. It's blah blah blah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Da. Didn't da.
So 6.
Oh bloody, oh blood da.
Dot.
It's something life goes on.
Yeah.
Very good, Carolyn. Oh, is the
Like
first word
bra,
of the
like
title
bro,
of an
like
18th century.
life goes on, bro. Like that's what she's saying, bra, like bro.
Bra. Yeah. Obladi,
Yeah.
Oblada, life goes on. Bra. La, la,
I don't think they sing it in the movie, but maybe they do in that song rather.
Yeah.
Is the last word in a title of the 19th life? I wonder what that is.
Obladi, Oblada, life goes on. Bra. La, 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 life
Mistake. What does the line mean, not the circle?
On
off.
and off.
Yeah. So the
Tho-
circle is on.
Yeah, the circle. If you look at your button on your computer and power, like on phones, lots of times they have a circle.
Right. So the question should be changed to what does the heavy line mean? Right?
No, the circle
No.
means on. The
She
line
just
means
gave
off,
a
I
she
think.
just gave a message.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I
She
didn't
says I
either.
made a mistake. It's the
Number 7 is Defending Your Life, a Mel Brooks movie.
I never heard of that.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Never even heard of it.
No.
Wow.
Defending your life.
Oh bloody, oh blah blah blah.
Goes
Da.
on.
Oh bloody, oh blah da. Life goes on. So we only need one blah. Otherwise the song doesn't sound right.
Right.
Obla da.
Yeah. So not blah blah blah.
Life
Right,
goes
right.
on. Yeah.
Life goes on, brah.
So this is
La, 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 la,
blah.
life goes on.
Obla di, obla da. I don't. Does this look the right spelling? It's called the blah.
Yeah, I don't
I've
have
never
no
heard of
idea.
it.
I would
We
maybe
don't
drop.
get judged on spelling.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
gonna say it's blah. We don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
It might be BLAAA or something stupid. Obla di, obla da. So number 4, is it really O?
Number 4?
Yeah. It's
I
got to
have
be
no
O,
idea.
but how, is it like OH or something?
Karen, we got it.
Hello,
Did-
dear folks. Did you get my correction to question 9?
It's
Yes,
supposed to
thank you.
be heavy line.
It's opposite, right?
Thank you.
Okay. So
Carolyn got it.
you were right about that, Susan. I wasn't sure.
Well, I
just
saw
know
the
that word.
message pop up.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Alouette, like AAU, but or it could be a whole other song that I don't even know. The first word in the title of it.
No, you got it.
Oh, Alouette. Oh, I don't know.
That was fun,
Could
Karen.
be, oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. My kids hated that. I used to
How many are you having, Karen?
I want to finish this bottle.
Oh, good.
I've never bought margarita in a bottle. This is called Hornitos.
Horny toes?
Hornitos.
Hornito.
Yeah, but when you say it like that, it sounds like you're saying horny toes.
You're saying.
That's why and the drunker you get, the more funny it gets.
My doctor, they ask, do you drink? And I go, well, yeah, I drink. How frequently? I have 1 beer a month.
I have like 1 drink a year, and I didn't drink at all during Psychon. Not
I didn't.
Oh, yes,
either.
I did. Yes, I did. I take that back. Karen's right here to tell me. I drank a little bit in because they gave you a wine bottle, so I drank about an inch of that. Carolyn, what'd you do with your wine?
It's in behind me right now.
In the forest?
In the trees?
It's in the trees. Yeah, I buried
Straight
it.
on a string to keep it away from
I
the
can't
bears-
drink
bears.
it, and
But you
so
could
if
save
I
it
can't
for-
drink it, nobody else can drink it. That's all. I'm
Oh,
saying.
so you can
It'll
save it
keep
for
for
a-
years. Might it change and one day you could drink it?
It might get
No.
better.
I
You
can't
could have
drink
a
anymore.
sip.
Gets better.
Can you have a sip?
No.
Oh. That
That
was
was
a lot
very
of fun.
fun.
Now I have the song in my mind here.
All right. I want to check with everyone. Is there anyone who did not get the correction to number 9? Okay, great. Everyone got the correction. I went to each room, I thought, but again, I'm halfway through this margarita in a bottle, so I think I went to each room. All righty. So here we go.
Interesting.
Let me see. Answers to the question. There's a fine. Okay. The story. Sorry. I'm finding chat. There's chat. Okay. Number 1. What was that the story of? That was the story of O.
Oh.
And what is the doughy bread? Those of you who have been to Ireland may know this. It is not soda bread. It is blah. Soft blahs are slightly sweet, malt flavor, light but firm in texture, melt in the mouth. Crusty blahs are crunchy at first bite, then chewy with a subtle malt taste and a pleasing bitter aftertaste from the well-cooked dark crust. And
Is
someone
spelling important?
arriving right now has actually been to Ireland, and she would have known that. What is this physics term here? It is, as Karl said, and you likely determined, D-E-E. Spelling does not
We
count.
caught
I
that.
even spelled it right.
Spelling does not count.
Boom.
Now for this, I'm going to be a little more rigid. So this is the first word in the title of an 18th century French folk song that's commonly taught to beginners learning to play an instrument. If you got it phonetically correct, you will get the point. However, if you got a different a syllable that is not this, you don't get the point. And it is O, as in Au clair de la lune, by the light of the moon. Its composer and lyricist are unknown. Au clair de la lune, mon bon ami Pierrot. Right? You know that tune. All right, there we go. It's O.
I thought it was, oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
We thought it was Oh Canada, but you know.
Oh,
Wrong and wrong. Okay, so what about this movie? Now, I heard some people offering their opinions about
You
this movie,
skipped
and I'm going to
one.
tell you that I recommend this movie. I think it's
You skipped a few of them.
You skipped some.
Run
5.
Oh gosh. Okay. Undo.
Cut her off.
No more margaritas for Karen. Okay. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. Okay.
By the way, I agree with you on that movie.
Okay, so here we go. Many possible answers unless you got the theme. I think you all got the theme. What is substituted 2 or 3 times in lieu of actual words when the actual words are deemed to be too excessive? That is blah, 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 blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Blah, 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 blah. Yes, yada, yada, yada is correct answer to the question, but not with the mystery theme.
Right.
Okay, that was 5. Okay, no, that's the question to number 5. Okay, no margaritas for Karen before categories. Okay, so here we go.
Put that in the rules, Susan.
Or just go all in next time and get the whole
I
margarita.
gave her the first category, you guys. I gave her the first category.
Next time, give her the 4th category. It would be funnier.
These are new times, Susan. Rules will be broken.
Couldn't live up to it.
Okay,
I just saw her half an hour ago, and she was not drinking.
I know.
This is
Yeah, but she saw you half an hour ago and now she's drinking. So.
Yeah. I blame my cats. I had catnip for the cat, so she's.
I know. Mira, this. Some of you were thinking about what does the word actually mean. So I phrased it this way. This is what is it? This is the spoken representation of a single dash in radio or telegraph Morse code. So I purposefully, prior to consuming margaritas, made that a little, dubious in how that could be interpreted. I'm looking for the name of the actual dash. It is called a da.
Yeah.
Dits and das. We call them dots and dashes, but the real name for them is dits and das. So we all learned something today. Let me see. Okay, now here we go to number 7, which I wanted to say before. And Karl with a K, I know that I already like you. I like you even more now.
Albert Brooks, Meryl Streep, and Rip Torn.
Exactly. What is not to love? It is called Life. You must watch this, Brandy. I heard you say you hadn't seen it.
I've never heard of it.
It's Defending Your Life. Albert Brooks, born Albert Einstein. It's his character's quote, on trial in the afterlife, where proceedings examine his lifelong fears to determine whether he'll be yet again reincarnated on Earth or move on to the next phase of existence. Also stars, as Karl with the K told us, Meryl Streep, Rip Torn, Lee Grant, and Buck Henry. You must watch Defending Your Life.
That's why you don't have CDs in cars.
Is there a hell? Actually, there is no hell, although I hear Los Angeles is getting close.
There you go. And what did you say, Ron?
I said it's why you don't have CDs in cars anymore.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Oh gosh, no, that's wrong, Karen. Undo. All right. Cut. Oh, okay. So here's this. Hopefully you've heard this song. It's a dandy song. Goes. Love grows where my rosemary goes, and love is a euphemism. Love is actuality and not a euphemism. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The 1970 debut single by the group Edison Lighthouse. It went silver in the UK and gold in the USA.
Nobody knows.
I saw them live in Toronto.
Excellent.
All right, Karl would know this. The movie something about, and it was a woman who was very heavy, but
Mary.
something about
Mary?
Mary. Yes, it ended with that song. Yes, that was over the end title and end scene.
Wonderful.
Her name
Yep.
was Rosemary. Yes.
There you go. Okay, so this is a long-ish answer, but I get excited when I learn these things and I want to share them. So thank you for noting the correction. It was the line, not the heavy circle, and that is on. The line, okay, that's wrong. It says the line is off. The line is on, and these are the result of evolution in user interface design. Originally, most early power controls consisted of switches that toggled in two states, demarcating the words on and off in the USA. As technology became more obsequious, these English words were replaced with the symbols line for on and circle, heavy circle for off, typically without the serifs, right? Because sometimes they put a 1 and a 0, right? And it's to bypass language barriers. So that's great, huh?
It's also why power buttons look like a circle with a line in it.
Wait, say that again, Jeff.
Power buttons, they're a circle with a line on it. It's an on-off button.
Yeah.
Does both.
Same thing.
Cell phones.
So I
Line to close
actually,
circuit, circle to open circuit.
true confessions here, I actually have a hard time remembering that. So I have little pieces of painter's tape where I've written that on my devices because I was tired of forgetting which was which. So I learned something too.
You actually have a device with a 2? So I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
No,
sometimes it's for
50 years.
pause as well. Pause or what is it, Jeff? Sometimes they
No,
use
it's
both.
The
power
pause
button.
is 2
The
vertical.
power button is both on and off.
And the pause is 2
It's a
vertical.
circle with a
Vertigo's
line
power
out
button.
the top, which signifies both on and off.
So O and on.
No.
Also
Like
for
the
off.
line and circle. Remember, like line is on, circle is off, and a power button is a circle with a line in it.
The button does both things.
Okay, because that makes sense.
Deborah, you're making an obscene gesture. Can you do that?
I know.
We're going to be demonetized. Not that we're monetized.
So
We're gonna get
anyway, the
demonetized.
answer is
I'll
wrong.
be so proud.
The answer is the line is on.
Hey.
And
I always
Jeff
thought it was just binary code, like 1 and
Jeff is
0.
right. No, it's actually it depends. Sometimes they do 1 and 0 without the serif for the 1, but it's technically an up and down line and a heavy circle is
But that actually does fit exactly for 1 being on and 0
would
being
work with
off.
binary.
I don't think that's
Alrighty then. Let's keep moving on.
Okay.
Susan's nerd allergy is coming out.
Okay.
I think
What
the
is
line
the-
is supposed to represent a connected circuit, a closed circuit, and the circle is supposed to represent an open, unconnected circuit.
I'm losing it.
Okay, so let's get
Someone
to
say something to
let's
drive her over the edge.
Thank you,
It's
Karl.
actually it's a
That's
it goes
good.
it's
Then
a
we can
time
talk
machine.
politics.
Okay, we are moving along.
There are 1-0 type of people in the world, Susan.
Moving along to the over-the-shoulder boulder holder, and it is brah. Okay, now Susan, we're not done yet. I know this part, All right, so I want to share this with you.
Your bra?
Yeah, here's my bra. Okay, so no, I want to share this part with you. Obladi, because I believe in seriousness and humor. Obladi oblada, life goes on, brah, was the signature phrase of Jimmy Scott. Jimmy Scott was a Nigerian conga player and jazz musician. Paul McCartney of the Beatles liked it, so he used it in his song. It appears, Obladi Oblada, appears on 1968's The Beatles, commonly called the White Album. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because this is a Nigerian phrase from a gentleman who was reaching the peak of his musical career, having migrated from Nigeria to England in the late 50s and through the 60s. You can look up what was going on in Nigeria at that time. And what did he have to share his artistry and continue his life? Obladi oblada. Life goes on, brah. And I mean that seriously. And then on a lighter note, this is a really delightful cover version of the song. Ignore the botched lyrics, the multiple mustache malfunctions, and that it is the rock and worship roadshow. They're having lots of fun, and I did too while watching it. So later, please watch that that video. And then finally, before you read Rob's comment, I want to say respectfully, here you will find the Beatles doing the original song in a remastered version. And while I'm certainly not a physician, I am nonetheless prescribing this to each of you as required listening weekly for the next 4 years. Its potent beneficial effects will be enhanced if you sing along.
Hello, everyone.
The end. And I would like to have the last word. Its potency is beneficial. It's enhanced if you sing along. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karen. That was beautiful. Well done.
That.
And I'm queuing up those to watch.
So you're saying this guy was a cross-dresser? He wore a bra?
I would like to have the last word. It is potent and its potent and beneficial effects will be enhanced
as we
if you
sing along. All right. So Karen had the last word, and I'm going to go to scores. And I just want to mention before we go to scores that Ben and Robin are unteamed. So unteamed. So if you want to come in with a tiny bit lower score just to score Robin or Ben, please keep that.
Can we report last?
So I do have a question about one of our answers, Karen. So we did 3 phonetically and said oh, but we didn't spell it AU.
That's okay, as long as phonetically it was
okay,
correct.
thank you.
Because that fits the song. Yeah. All right. Calgon.
Your answer is golden.
Can we pass and wait till the end?
No, we want to report last.
We're at a disadvantage then.
I say yes.
Ooh.
Okay, Karen says yes. Politica is verboten. Oh, Politica is verboten, so we have no name.
I believe we got 9. People back that up?
Okay. We're on the clock. 28 days later has started.
10.
10, yeah.
Nah, you ain't getting Karen or Robin. I mean, Ben or Robin. Anyone want to join me in Thailand?
Let's count 10.
You ain't getting Robin or Ben. Okay, Calgon, take me away.
I don't know, guys. Did we
Well,
get
guys,
8?
what do we
Or did
want?
we
Well,
get
We
10?
got 8.
We got 8?
that's
Carolyn
what I
says we
have.
got 8. She helped me keep score.
Okay, 8. So guess you're gonna get
And thank you for being honest. That is my team, and that I believe is because what song did you come up with?
Alouette.
Alouette. So it's Al rather than O.
right. So
Oh, well.
got it. Okay, very good, Karen. Nice positive.
I will also point out, since the last word is over, by the way, that that song is also on the outro of the Mandela Effect Beatles movie Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well
Very good
done.
movie.
Cool.
So next up, we have Kyle, who's already moved his room to another room.
Indeed. And our topic for round number 2 is name their pseudoscience.
Ooh.
All right, question 1. This Washington State University anthropologist, Professor Grover Krantz, died in 2002, leaving big shoes for his department to fill. His bones, along with those of his Irish wolfhounds, are in the Smithsonian collection. Name his pseudoscience.
Ooh.
Number 2. Wilhelm Reich pursued a theory about a universal life force he claimed to observe in both the environment and human biology. He invented devices he believed could capture and amplify this energy. His ideas were banned, his technology was banned in the US. What was the name of his pseudoscientific energy he studied? All right, moving on to number 3. Peter Duesberg is a molecular biologist with expertise in cancer research. He questioned the established cause of a global epidemic, rejecting the widely accepted viral origin. What specific virus or condition is the focus of his pseudoscience? To 4. This environmental lawyer turned activist voices skepticism about the safety and efficacy of many widely administered medical interventions. He's a member of a prominent American political family, and his stances have sparked significant controversy. What pseudoscience is he most associated with? On to 5. In 1950, he introduced a new approach to self-improvement that he claimed could clear the mind of negative influences, improve mental acuity, and even offers a spiritual path. His ideas blossomed into a global organization with millions of followers. Name his pseudoscientific creation. 6. Franz Joseph Gall is considered the founder of this field, which purports to give a scientific framework for identifying the anatomical origin-specific personality traits and intellectual abilities. Name his pseudoscience. Number 7. A nuclear physicist by training, this investigator became widely known for his passionate pursuit of evidence related to a topic other than nuclear physics. He is arguably the author of a particular form of alternative history. He loved alliteration, hated government cover-ups, and died in 2019. Number 8. Cleve Baxter, a former CIA polygraph expert, proposed the Baxter effect, which sparked public fascination with blank consciousness. On to 9. Fred Singer is a physicist and founder of the Science and Environmental Policy Project. Singer argues against the scientific consensus on this pseudoscience. Name it. And last but not least, a respected inventor is the flag bearer for this philosophy. They believe in achieving immortality through mind uploading and singularity predictions. Now you have 10 pseudosciences to name. Any questions?
Why are they all male?
Good list.
They're all men. At least.
Well, I mean, yeah, women are really falling far behind on inventing pseudosciences, we have to admit.
Jeez.
Is
They gotta have
seven,
these men have to have somebody to gain money off of, I guess.
is 7 a name of a person or a name of a pseudoscience?
I left out the name of the person thinking it would become a little obvious.
Okay.
But if you could figure out the person, his particular area of interest will come from that.
All right. Very good. Okay. Send us to our rooms.
All right.
And I will put Ben and Robin on their teams.
Wait, how do I do it?
Open all rooms. Oh, you don't have powers because let me give you powers. That's right. You had powers on the other account.
Aha.
I usually
Wait. So number 7, you do want the name of the physicist?
Or there's pseudoscience. Either one will work for number 7.
Okay.
He said if you know one, you
breakout
know
rooms.
both.
Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not true. I knew one and I don't know the other. So, okay. Okay.
Okay, so Kyle, you have roaming powers. I'm not going to put you on any team.
Alrighty.
And then let's put Robin and Ben. Robin. Okay. Ben. Okay.
But we
And
got
maybe
we got Susan, so
Hello, team.
I
I'm
only know
unsure.
4 of them.
I'm unsure about 2 of them.
Oh, so you know most.
Well, I know 2 of them, so maybe they'll be those.
Okay, go one at a time. What's number 1?
I believe it's cryptozoology. I think he's a Bigfoot guy because he was an
Oh,
anthropologist.
yeah, he dropped a lot of clues in that one.
Right. I mean, it could be wrong. I don't know the guy's name, but being an anthropologist and
Could be a flat earther.
yeah.
No,
Could be.
his bones, along with those of his eye. Well,
Big shoes.
Anthropology is looking at it, primates.
yeah.
And,
Okay, now two, I know
Bigfoot.
this name. Reich theory. Isn't that a Reich is an electoral?
I think this is Orgone energy
Oh, orgon.
or Orgone. I forget how you pronounce it, but
Orgon.
yes,
Okay, number 3 is HIV, right?
yes. 4, he's talking about Kennedy, right?
Yeah, but he wants the pseudoscience.
So
What's the
anti-vax.
it's vaccines? Yeah, he's associated with the vaccines.
Yeah, he's a
Nuts.
crackpot of a lot of things. I mean, he wants to take fluoride out of the water too. So
Yeah.
I don't know exactly which he thinks is the
Well, the most popular is vaccinations,
okay.
and 5 is obviously Scientology.
Yeah, I wrote L. Ron Hubbard. I thought that was later than that, but that
It was
seems
1951, I
to go
think.
with everything you
So-
said. Okay, then that's definitely him. Is
So
6 phrenology?
what is Dianetics though?
That was his book, and then Scientology came later. But I think he's asking for Scientology because it says his ideas blossomed into a global organization with millions of followers.
Yeah.
Name his creation. So,
Yeah, Scientology.
Yeah.
And 6 is phrenology.
That's what I think. I'm not
I don't know how to
confident.
spell that. How do you spell phrenology?
Is it
H-R-O-N-O-L.
PH or is it F? I'm not even sure.
No, it's a P.
Yeah.
Then it's
Well,
PHR, Fren,
Enology.
I think so.
Okay, so these others, I'm not sure I know.
7, I mean, it's a UFO thing. I don't remember. I don't know what person this is, but there was somebody who was involved with Lockheed and NASA, and the Skunk Works getting into UFOs. I don't remember the guy's name, but it was definitely UFO.
Look into the ufology.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the government cover-ups. I mean, that's ufology right there. Yeah, I'd be shocked if that's not that. I don't know.
No. An author of a particular form of alternate history? That's not UFOs.
Why not?
That's not alternate history.
Yeah, ancient
I mean,
aliens.
Roswell is history
Ancient
at this point.
aliens, Roswell,
And
all
yeah.
that
He's
kind
the
of stuff.
Ancient
author of a
aliens built the
particular form.
pyramids.
Authors in quotes, so it's not
Okay,
really.
so I could see ancient aliens,
Yeah.
but not UFOs.
Ancient aliens is a form of alliteration.
Is this the guy who did
It is.
the Chariots on Fire, whatever his name is, that did Ancient Aliens? He wrote the book, Von Donigan,
Yeah, could be.
and that's why he didn't want to say his name because that would be too obvious.
Well, yeah. All right. So, all right, you want to go more specifically, ancient aliens, but that's still
Yeah, 'cause it
UFOs.
isn't
'Cause that's how
UFOs.
they got here. But okay, ancient aliens is good.
No,
Yeah.
because Ancient Aliens is the whole idea of like writing on stones and
No,
pyramids.
well, they built the pyramids, and the Incas helped the Incas, and the Inca lines, and yeah.
We all know the pyramids are where the Goa'ulds land their ships.
Yes.
That's why they built them.
Daniel
I
Jackson
thought
was
they were
right
full
about that.
of like feed or something, like wheat or rice or something.
What?
Grain holders.
What are you talking about?
Pyramids are
The pyramids?
they're held.
Or-
Isn't that what who's the neurologist that
Oh yeah, who ran for president? Yep.
Thinks they were well, if you go by the
Holy shit.
Transformers movies, there's a giant
Yeah.
sun destroying machine in
At
the
peak,
Great
at the
Pyramid.
peak of it,
Yeah.
I have no idea about 8.
Subliminal?
Subliminal?
What is it?
Subliminal?
Subliminal. Okay.
A fascination with subliminal consciousness?
I like it.
Sure. Works for me.
Yeah, I read a lot of books on that subject. I remember things in movies and like Ice Cube pictures on covers, and I didn't remember the author, but that certainly could be.
Singer sounds familiar.
Brett Singer.
I believe it's climate change, just because of the Science Environmental Policy Project.
Oh yeah,
That could
that's a good guess.
be.
Oh man, I'm starting to feel it. I got my double whammy of the flu and the COVID booster today, so
Oh, you're
Oh,
all
God.
you should
Yeah.
be you should be rocking with all the different
I'm
Did you
not
do it?
glowing yet though.
Did you do it in the same arm?
No, 2 different arms.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a better
Which
strategy.
she's like, oh, which side do you normally sleep on? So
Yeah,
like she said, we'll do the COVID in the other arm. but that's my dominant arm. So now my dominant arm hurts.
Well, at least you got it over
Oh
with.
well. Yeah, that's done. Okay, number 10.
No idea.
Philosophy.
Respected inventor.
So, Brandy, have you heard him talk about this? I'm thinking he might have talked about this on the podcast.
Oh,
Achieving immortality.
Singularity, mind uploading.
I feel like I probably should know this one.
They believe in achieving
I've
immortality
never even heard of this one.
through mind uploading and
I missed that
singularity
episode, Kyle, if you did it on your podcast.
A philosophy. What could this be?
I don't know.
Oh man, what could it be? What is it called?
Obladi, no.
Oh boy.
Mortality through mind uploading. It's not the
Oh,
real thing.
respected inventor. How much should we clue in on that? And it's not in quotes.
Tesla?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Could it be Tesla?
I wouldn't be surprised.
They believe in achieving immortality.
Wait,
How is that a philosophy?
There's
Nikola Tesla?
Well, it's not philosophy.
he had some crazy ideas.
Well, yeah, that's why I wouldn't call him a respected inventor.
Well, but he is still respected for some of his.
For some of his inventions.
Yeah.
All right, maybe.
If it wasn't for Tesla, what would we call the Tesla coil?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
come on.
Right.
Come on, Rob.
Every time I hear his name brought up, it's by Wackadoodles.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Anymore.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It's kind of a shame. But...
All right, so did anybody see the movie with featuring him?
Featuring who?
Wait,
Tesla.
which one?
The one about Tesla? I feel like it
about
did.
him?
Yeah, it was like a science fiction movie, and
No.
now I'm thinking there was something about uploading something. Yeah, he had this device in the barn that was taking a lot of power to do something. I didn't like it, so I don't remember the plot very well. But there was something.
I know, I don't remember very well either.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Brandy's right.
Because didn't David Bowie play Tesla in?
I don't remember.
He played him in something.
What the hell's the name of that movie? Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, he played Tesla in The Prestige.
That's it. That was the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was David Bowie who played Tesla.
Oh.
I never recognized him.
And there was another famous person who was like his enemy in it.
Well, it was
who was the antagonist?
It was Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale were the two.
Yeah, but
competing
like
magicians.
What was the character? Was that a real person or a fake character? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, who they played, I don't know. I just know that Bowie played the real person of it was fictionalized version of him, obviously, but
right.
Well, let's see, Alfred Borden and was Christian Bale, and Hugh Jackman played Robert Angier. I don't know if either of those guys are real or just all that was made up.
Don't know who that is.
Yep. But yeah, David Bowie played Tesla in that movie.
Okay, yeah.
Do we want to go with Tesla?
The plot. There was some
But
device
it's not
that
a
he was
philosophy.
fighting.
It kind of is, because there's like a whole lot of people who kind of follow this.
Well, it's
and-
better than the nothing we got now.
Yeah.
Oh wait. So they don't want the name. They want the name of the thing.
Philosophy.
Do we have the name of that?
Oh.
Was this the one that he said you could do either answer?
No, that was number
Or was that
7.
a different one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
With ancient aliens. We need philosophy.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
All right. It's early.
I know. It's probably I'm fighting the COVID booster.
That's so weird. I always think
Sure.
maybe I don't have any projection from these things because I never get anything except a tiny minor sore arm. No.
Don't complain. That's
nothing.
I get my ass kicked anytime I get cold.
But I always wonder if that's your
COVID
body is
vaccine.
learning to fight it off better than mine does because mine just ignores it. I don't know. What
Could
that was.
be.
I had a little tiny fever when I got my first COVID, and then everything else I've not had. Just nothing.
I
Karl
get
said
COVID
the
like
newest
every few
booster-
months.
Yeah,
You do? You
Karl
get
said the booster really
vaccine?
knocked him on it.
No,
But
COVID.
What?
Get
How many
COVID
times have
every
even
you
with
had
the
it?
boosters,
Why,
Yeah.
Becky?
How many times have you had it?
Like 4 times
Oh
or
my
something.
God.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. My kids and Kyle have not
Yep.
had it at all.
because they're
Wow.
carriers.
Hold
Didn't
my
we discuss
beer.
this the other week? They're
Yeah.
carriers. They just keep
Yeah.
infecting you
I
with
don't
it.
I
understand,
know.
Brandy. Are you not having, how often are you getting it? Like how much time in between?
Let's see. I had it in like December last year, and then I got it in I think March, and then in September.
When did I get
That's really odd because you work with
In
children,
March or
right?
April. What's that?
You work with kids, right?
No.
Oh, no.
I work from home.
Maybe you should work with kids and build up your immunity.
build up that immune system?
Right.
The problem are the
Every
kids are building it up and then they're bringing it home.
Are you
and-
not
and
getting
then-
I
is
got
the
all the
vaccine not
shots.
helping? Are you vaccinated and getting sick?
Yeah.
See,
And then you should
I just
report in to Paul Offit and say, hey, something
I
isn't right
know.
here.
What is wrong with
Look at
me?
me, because I'm a magnet for COVID.
And if I
don't have
steal
a
my kids or
compromised
Kyle's
immune
blood,
system.
well,
Yes,
I'd be immune.
Kyle and your kids' blood, yeah.
There you go.
Kyle's
That was
gonna
really
wake up
weird.
with an IV in his arm and be like, "What the hell?"
Oh, it'll be like Charlie, and he's got like his kidney taken out. He'll wake up in a bathtub full of ice. Sorry, Kyle, we weren't talking about you much. That's okay. You'll
Not
have to watch the
plotting
recording.
things.
I just got it in September, and that's why I hadn't had a booster in a while. So I'm like, I should probably, when I get the flu shot, get my booster so that I'm less likely to get it next time.
Kyle's here. To be clear, 10, you need the name of the philosophy, not the inventor.
I'm looking for the name of the philosophy, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're screwed. We're screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed. We don't know that one.
That's okay, guys. We did really good.
No, this is the end of it if you guys don't get it.
I know you're banned forever and ever.
Tesla
Finger on the ban.
I don't know. That's my vote. I don't know.
Teslalia.
We think it might be Tesla, but we're not even sure on that. We sure as heck don't know the name.
Teslavism.
Maybe that's something to do with the board.
Teslaology. You got to put ology on the end.
Yeah.
Assimilation. There you go. Like
Assimilate.
Brandy, the Borg.
That might be it. I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
it's better than nothing. Putting down assimilation.
Okay.
I thought we're
That's my problem with Star Trek. The Borg is always the bad guy. They never do anything sympathetic to the Borg.
I know they're not bad. I mean, they have a snazzy dress
They're not
code,
bad.
and they are fit, and they come up with clever names.
They just take your eyeball out and stick something in it. Well, it makes it better, but they
Well,
give you
it's
a laser beam on your
they
arm.
make good
You
use
don't
of
need your hand.
space.
Do you also like Cybermen? You
Yeah.
think they're good guys?
They are.
And
Yeah.
All
And the
right.
Daleks.
Borg.
Yeah. No, well, the Daleks weren't incorporated. Those are beings in it. I don't know. And that's different.
Well, but it depends. You have the one guy who's
And recording in progress. All right. That was fun.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Both that it was fun and that we're back and recording. All three.
Okay.
Kyle, what you got?
All right. Let's jump right in then. Question 1. If you want, you can see this man's bones. Not a common thing. Grover Krantz was known for his interest in Bigfoot, but I'll take cryptozoology, of course, as well.
I was just like, he's from Washington State, so what else would he believe in?
UFO aliens around Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
Sure, right.
But
I know.
you know, he's an anthropologist, so yeah, that's about primates. So there you go, Bigfoot.
Well, if he's studying Bigfoot, shouldn't he be in Saskatchewan?
Ugh. Why does everybody like dad jokes?
Okay, that one was better than the others.
Because we can't talk about politics.
It's all relative.
It
and
was
all-
better.
Number 2, Wilhelm Reich was known as the creator of an idea called orgone energy.
Yay, Janine!
Got it.
He built these weird battery systems that didn't do anything.
And you can still buy them, including on Amazon.
Sure. Number 3.
I'm sitting
Peter,
on him right now.
Peter Duesberg is one of the leading figures in HIV/AIDS denial.
That is so weird. I
Do you
mean, what
need
if
to
somebody-
have specifically that he was denying that HIV caused AIDS?
Yes.
Anything, if
HIV
you've got
denial.
HIV
That's
or
what I had.
AIDS denial, that's good for me. I don't need to get into the specifics about exactly his form of denialism. But yeah, there's a subtlety to it,
Yeah.
We're scrambling for points here. Thank you.
I read a bit about it way back in the 90s, and he basically he didn't think it was a virus that was causing it. Yeah.
What the hell else could it be?
Space aliens, vaccines.
Aliens.
Well,
Number 4.
Stuff
This guy's in the headlines quite a bit lately.
stuff
The
like
answer?
drugs and
Yeah.
Well, the person that matches the clue for number 4 is RFK Jr., specifically anti-vaccine movement, but I would also take so-called alternative medicine or scam if you put that.
Yes.
We didn't put it, but how about what's in the news more recently? Because he is going to stop all fluoridation in the United States.
That's politics.
Hey, I didn't write
Not
the
always
question.
gonna stop.
That's our lives. That's our daily lives.
That's medical. That's medical. That's okay.
Number 5, the unnamed creator of this pseudoscience was L. Ron Hubbard. I was looking for Dianetics, but I'll take Scientology.
You forgot the $sign on the S in Scientology. That's
And at the end of Dianetics.
Number 6, Franz Joseph Gall is the inventor of phrenology.
Yay!
Yay, team!
I
Yay,
didn't even
closely
closely
Janine.
spell it right.
Yes.
Not even close.
Not the inventor of the gallstone.
No. Not a pseudoscience, apparently. Number 7, the unnamed person was Stanton Friedman, in my opinion, the actual creator of the Roswell incident or UFOlogy.
Oh, sorry, team. I said ancient aliens.
Ah.
Yeah.
We got that too, Susan.
We were somewhere
thought one
close
of
to
you
that.
Oh,
I heard
These are
Stanton
contemporary
Friedman.
aliens.
I had
Yeah.
UFOs. Made me close.
I wrote ufology / ancient aliens, if that makes any difference, but because that's
As long as you had
because we said both.
ufology, the ancient would be disqualifying because Stanton Friedman did not necessarily believe in the ancient ones.
Yeah, no. We were
I
talking
saw
about
Stanton
aliens, to
Freeman
be honest.
at the McMinnville UFO Festival with Robert Schaefer.
Ooh,
It was one of my
Oh.
best skeptic nights ever.
I bet. Number 8, Cleve Baxter. He was a big believer in this idea of plant perception or plant consciousness.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
we didn't even get that. So him and what's his face?
We got the first letter right.
Plant
Yeah.
consciousness. That's also am I blanking on his name? He can't stand me. He's nice though, very nice man. His name is
The psychic.
Everyone.
no.
talking about?
The guy, the plant consciousness guy, the believes that they talk to each other mountain to mountain. It's Richard Weissman's. Oh, Rupert Sheldrake.
No, he's
yeah,
with
I
the
know who it
dogs.
was.
He's the first person who hated me.
He's with dogs.
Well, he didn't hate me. He doesn't hate.
He was a runner-up for this list. Didn't make it on.
Yeah.
On the
Maybe
number
part
9,
2 next time.
Fred Singer is one of the notable figures in climate change denial.
Will you take he
Yay,
doesn't like
Kevin.
sewing machines?
Sewing machines do not exist. It's a
Global warming denier, right?
climate change.
Yes, indeed.
Climate change, global warming. Yeah. Okay, we got
Yep,
it.
either one. Last but not least, the unnamed futurist was Ray Kurzweil, and the philosophy I'm looking for is transhumanism.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Ooh, I have heard of that.
And
Did
we got
anyone
it
get
wrong.
that?
Yeah, we
did.
did.
Yes.
You guys got it, huh?
There you have it.
What
10
was the guy's name again?
pseudosciences.
Well done.
Kurzweil.
Ray Kurzweil.
Never heard of him.
Good friends with Stevie Wonder.
That was so much fun, Kyle.
You know, a lot of people saw that guy was full of beans, but Stevie Wonder did not.
He didn't
No,
see
he's
it, right?
under season him.
He didn't
Give her
see it.
another margarita. I think she's going to get
I
funnier
was
as the night
dead.
goes on.
Well,
Could get in trouble.
All right. So, Calgon, take me away.
We have another 8.
And Politica is verboten. So we have no name.
7.
It's a tie. Anyone want to join me in Thailand?
5.
And yes,
We're on the clock. 28 days later has started.
8.
Good. That was a nice, tough category. 7.
well done, Kyle.
You could make it a little more
Category.
difficult. These people here been coming to trivia for so long, they're pretty damn good at this stuff.
No, there's pseudoscience.
Yeah, they know their pseudoscience. Okay, so let's get our photo taken.
A very unsatisfactory married life. He was prepared to look after her financial wealth.
Where is that coming from?
I'm sure would have done so generously.
Okay, everybody smile. 1, 2, 3.
Together a warm husband.
Is this the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
With a man whose friend,
Jim's playing something on his computer.
as far as I know,
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I?
Caroline Crail for many years. I knew her
Yes.
age when she used to come and stay at all.
Anybody know how
Oh, that's my phone.
how Richard is doing with his COVID? And Kat, how are you doing?
Not without attraction, but
As far as I know, Richard is absolutely fine because why wouldn't he be? But he's kind of stuck in the airport in Australia, apparently.
Oh, where
Yeah.
is it coming from?
frequently thrown together. She
Well, he
was-
was going to Australia
and they eventually became engaged.
And
because
how
they
are
have a
you
big
doing, Kat?
conference.
Were rather apprehensive.
I
They felt that Caroline
finally got rid of my vicious headache,
a certain amount of
but I still have a nasty cough and no energy.
Crail's wife.
I'm so over this shit. Can I
I
just
think
go
when
away?
you have no energy, you're like more like normal people.
Wow, because you are amazing with energy.
Can you guys hear that?
We
Yes,
can.
Susan.
Yeah.
I would
Where is
suggest
it coming from?
muting everybody so it doesn't come through, and only the people who are going to talk can unmute, and then we'll see where it's coming from.
Be his best friend, and it gives me authority to
It's
speak
you,
for a man
Susan.
who can no longer,
But where is it coming from?
It's the BBC.
which I have been asked to write.
No, this is a book on tape I've been listening to, but where?
Diary, 5 days.
I have nothing open. That would be.
13th. I was.
It's a ghost in the
Okay,
machine.
all of you
theory.
out there who think Susan is like running this secret cabal that controls the world, I just want you to make note of what's going on right now.
I experienced the Mandela effect
You
yesterday.
can't find the audio
I
coming
cannot
from
find
This is
what could
clearly,
possibly be
clearly
running this.
the way a mastermind works.
Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I was muted.
It
Just
was a
mute yourself to
scream
see if it goes
behind
away.
the scream.
That's what Rob said.
Yeah, I know. And I was screaming it.
Now I have to go back and rewind.
And
Yeah,
we couldn't hear you for some reason, Kevin.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you guys. So that is Agatha Christie's Five Little Pigs. It's a really good.
Oh,
It's a really
good story.
It is really good. And
Agatha Christie's a classic.
It's
Oh.
about police officers.
no, hey, no.
5 minute break, right?
Yep.
All right, go for 5 minutes.
You said
Okay.
Agatha Christie, Five Little Pigs. And I thought, well, it's about police officers. But...
There are
No,
often
it's
police
like
officers
the
in her
Three Little
stories.
Pigs, but they had 2 more houses.
No, we respect law enforcement,
Yes.
officers with integrity.
Especially since I just came from jury duty and I had a wonderful experience. So of course we respect our persons in military service, of course.
Well, I feel like I'm still on daylight time.
Oh, well, hang in there.
Yeah.
Susan, I want to hear more about jury duty. Let's have a quick talk.
Did
about it.
you end up looking that guy up? Because as soon as okay, for FYI for people watching, I had jury duty this week, Monday, and today was we came in with a guilty verdict, and of course we knew nothing about who the guy was. We had no idea what the case was. It was the story that happened in Seaside, and all of a sudden we're plopped in the middle of this, and we had a really interesting case. Oh my gosh, I've watched video after video after video. We were really getting.
How did they find him? How did they figure out who it was?
Okay, so the suspect had put some kind of solvent, gasoline or something on a car in a city near us, and it blew up, and then he disappeared, and there was no link between him and the person's car he blew up. So it was 3 in the morning, 3:45 in the morning. And he is a person who, and so they figured out who it was because Seaside has these things called flock cameras, FLOCK, which means that as a car passes by it, it shoots a light at the license plate and takes a picture of the license plate. And somebody up on a hill, kind of near the site where he burned the car, and it gutted the cars. Oh my gosh. And you could see off in the distance his car coming down, turning at 3:45 in the morning. It's not many cars, and the lights going off from the flock camera, taking the license plate and then coming towards where he's going to cause this fire. But what happened is he didn't have it's a new Mercedes. His car was a new Mercedes, so it had dealer. Karen is explaining to me these are dealer plates. They're paper, and it starts with a letter. And so it doesn't reflect really well when they try to take a picture. So it was a really hard picture to see when they took it. And the last 3 digits on there, they could see like MOV or something like that. And so they just ran it through through their database, and they came up with this guy, and then they matched it up with what the car looked like, a black 2-door.
So there's no motive?
No motive whatsoever.
Does he have a mental health history?
No, it looks like drugs. So when I came home and I Googled who he is, he's got priors, and you looked it up, right? Didn't you, Robin?
Yeah. I looked up his rap sheet. He's got a ton of priors.
He was in prison or jail for when he was a teenager, I think. And then I looked at his Facebook page.
Yeah.
And
So
it was
is-
really sad.
So prior fires?
No prior
No,
fires.
prior
Beating up his
drugs, prior-
girlfriend, drugs, weapons.
Susan, with your permission, I would like to show a shot of what the news showed when the
Oh yeah, please do that.
when the fires
I can
started.
talk about it now, so go ahead. It's fascinating.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me make that bigger.
That's what she said.
No, that's what he said.
You make that bigger. Okay, here we go. I've turned off the audio because we have Susan here, but you'll be able to see the actual video.
Jeez.
See, there he is running. He cased the place for a few minutes.
He almost wasn't far enough away.
Well, he managed to get out of there without any singeing. There he is right there. So you
But I
can't
mean,
tell
he-
what he looks like, but he's holding some kind of like liquid or something. It was fascinating. And we
So
were
he's just like on meth in the middle of the night out just doing
well, he
mischief?
goes every night to a casino. It's a
Mortimer's
room. Is that what it's called? Mortimer's?
Mortimer's? Oh, does
Yeah, he
Mortimer
goes
still
every
exist?
night from midnight to 3:30 in the morning every day.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
No,
Was he
and
taken
so
into custody?
Well,
At
I
the
think
end
he's
of
been in jail all this time. And I think now that I look at his rap sheet, I think not his rap sheet, but what I looked at, looks like this is his 3 strikes. And he was in for 17 years in 2019 for abusing beating up his girlfriend and having drugs and heroin in a syringe and a weapon. Oh yeah, you got to see this car. And so I think he got on some technicality in 2019. So he gets out, and here he is reoffending. It happened to me first.
I will play this. This is a
Oh,
different
Facebook.
news station.
There he is. See him? He's dumping the stuff on the windshield of the car.
He's lucky he didn't get blown up with the
Look
car.
at this car.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
There's the wife at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Her neighbors are like waking them up. And they had surveillance
I
cameras.
know,
Caught it.
I know people who live around there.
We think it.
We all
I
do.
think it was just kind of an sort of an end of a street, kind of, and it was kind of quiet. I think he just did this for a thrill. Somebody who gambles all the time, he needs to do thrills, I guess. So
Yeah, that might be it. It might be
see, here he is casing. He walks by for 3 minutes. He walks back and forth testing the security lights to see where the lights turn on whenever he hits a certain place, the security camera. His car's parked way at the end of this thing. He has a fairly nice Mercedes. This is a neighbor.
So he torched a Mercedes?
No, his car is a Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he's able to afford it. Probably drugs or something.
Yeah.
He's making that much at Mortimer's. And she's
Well,
talking.
you said it had paper plates too, so he may not have paid for all of it yet.
Well, it's impounded now, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was really
It's
sad because his only witness, the only person who came, look at this car.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful. And then they were terrified because they didn't know why. Why would somebody do this? They had no idea. So the only person who came in to vouch for him was a woman who's a dealer at the club he goes to all the time. And she wanted to have a relationship with him. And she's been sending him $120 a week since he's been in jail. Out of her meager savings of, working at as a dealer in a club.
And say what she said when they asked her, would you ever lie to him?
Yeah, she says, well, 50-50, I might lie for him because, and she was confused a little bit. She was kind of like, oh, I kind of tell him I kind of lie a little bit because I told him I love him and he tells me he loves me and maybe we could have a relationship of this. I wanted to go up to her and just shake her and say,
girl, wait.
She's sending him money, $120 a week.
Which is a lot of money in prison.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I do prisoner divorces all the time, and these guys who are lifers and stuff, they get married to one woman, and I don't know how they find them, but they get married, and then they are married for like 2 or 3 years, and they find out that she's doesn't want to put money in their account anymore, and so they want to get divorced and get married to somebody else. And and then they want me to do the paperwork, and they are very difficult to deal with.
I can't even imagine, but it was fascinating. If you get a chance to go to do a jury, I mean, if you can do it, do it. It is.
Oh, I would love to. I've
Really?
always wanted to be on a jury because I
It's
love
thrilling.
watching the lawyers do what they do.
Robin, I have a question.
Did they
for
let
you.
you, Robin, be on the jury?
Well, the last
Yes.
time I got kicked off by the DA.
Robin,
well,
I have a
yes.
question for you. Is there a public website if someone wants to, instead of just Googling, if you want to see if there are any an unpaid space to check someone's name to see if there are arrests or convictions?
Well, you can go on, so for Monterey County, you can go on Monterey County Superior Court website and you can do a case search. You can go to the case search portal.
Under name?
No, under online services, I think.
I know, but I mean just by name is what
Yeah,
I
by
mean.
name. Yeah, you can check
I'm gonna
somebody's name.
sign off.
Yeah.
Good
Bye,
night.
Jim.
Good night, Jim.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
really,
you can put anybody's name there.
Okay,
really
thank you.
You're not going to get certain things. Like you're not going to see juvenile cases because they're private. You're not going to see paternity cases before 2023 because they're private. But you'll see traffic, criminal, civil.
Okay.
And do that here.
And of the 50 something counties of California, some of them have this search feature and some of them don't. And it's kind of frustrating sometimes because I often need to look in other counties.
The last name is Shoop, S-H-O-O-P.
Sloop.
S-L-O-O-P.
Oh,
As in a
S-L.
sailboat
Like
with one
Sloop
mast.
John B, my grandfather and me. Okay, so moving on.
Okay, he resides in
Marina. In jail now.
Yeah.
And he may be going to prison.
But he wasn't sentenced today, was he? He has to a sentencing hearing.
We just
later.
Nope,
walked
he's
out.
42 years old.
47 now.
Nope, he's 42, according
is
to
he?
this. 42, and he resides with Claire Sloop, and 63, and Thomas Sloop, age 42, and Lacey Sloop, age 38.
And nobody showed up for him except this dealer who wants to have a relationship with him.
This is
known
a
him for like 15
Salinas. This is a Salinas address, though, not Marina.
So his family doesn't show up.
There you
Nobody
go.
showed up. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. Okay, so I have we're on break. I wanted to ask a couple things. if any, I'm going to ask this probably every week, is anybody coming to Skeptic Camp in Monterey? Because I'm going to start filling the speakers list. Carolyn's going to be there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And she's going to do a talk for us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Kyle and Brandy are going to be there, right?
Sure.
Okay, and Kyle's doing a talk.
Kyle, you
All
can't miss one of our skeptic camps. I mean,
You did one year. No, you didn't. You did not miss one. Is anybody else coming to my skeptic camp? That Jane, are you going to come down, or is it just no? Hmm?
We back yet?
Almost. I'm just answering questions. Jane's not here. Of course, Karen will be here.
We got people for next week and beyond.
Not yet. That's part of the next thing I do at the 3rd. Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to start filling in the speaker stuff here pretty soon. So that's why I want to kind of know what's going on. Okay. Kat, what's going on with the Skeptic Zone?
I have no idea whatsoever.
It was a terrific episode last week. It was really fun.
Did you like
Adrian
my
and Kat
quiz?
did a really, really fun quiz on like conspiracy theories,
Urban legends.
legends. It was really fun. It felt good to listen to it with the whole way through. Everything was great. Even Maynard doing his Maynardness.
Well, he had to because Richard was way too sick.
Yeah.
So he was doing up a script, and so I helped a little bit with the script. I have no idea what's going on with the zone. I'm hoping there's going to be a show. There should be a show.
Yeah, there will be. He's stuck in trying to get into Sydney. I think I just saw. Rob, do you have more interviews for the zone this week, or are you all done with all the interviews from SciCon?
No, I am not. He can run a whole show with just the ones I did if he wants to do that.
Okay, so that's probably next.
Probably won't do that. So last week, yes, after Kat and Adrian talked, were my interviews with Banachek, Forrest Valkai, and Natalia Pasternak. And there's the
I
link.
loved when Maynard was trying to say her name.
So who do you think you've got next, Rob? How many?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up for you. I don't
Okay,
know.
but it's a bunch more.
He's got about 8 more, so I don't know when he's going to.
He could run 4 and then 4, or
Yeah, probably
3 or something. Okay, well that's great.
I also did a dice game with Karl and Sterling, so we'll see if that makes one of them.
Really?
Awesome. Let's hope that makes this week.
Yeah, make sure you listen to the after, because there's a very funny Easter egg in this last one. So Kyle, what's on Data Skeptic?
And let me also mention, Ron, right, Avi, I'm giving him 1 more day or 2 more days. I said the 9th, and he hasn't responded to 2 emails. Maybe I'm in his spam. Say, hey, why aren't you answering Rob? If you want to be in Skeptical Inquirer, you got 2 more days. Please tell him.
Okay,
I will
Kyle,
do that.
what's up on Data Skeptic?
This week on Data Skeptic, I'm a researcher who's exploring how to
You're breaking up.
Something about time travel and humpback whales. That's all I got.
We're having some sort of internet issue. Robotics. Speak on Data Skeptic.
Robotics. Okay, cool.
Robotics.
Carolyn's doing something with Ollie, I guess. I saw some pictures.
Yeah, I had my workshop on Tuesday, and it went well. And I just got an email either yesterday or this morning. Time has no meaning anymore. So I guess I am a returning instructor for Ollie. So
Yay! Let me put my news is that my article for Skeptical Inquirer appeared about an hour before this game started.
Oh, didn't see it.
And this is the article explaining what happened at the Matt Fraser show I went to instead of going to see Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Karen was over here talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson's talk. She's telling me about it, and I'm sad I had to miss it, but I got to go see Matt Fraser. So I didn't know how to title this. And Barry Carr says it's an open letter to Matt Fraser, because I'm actually addressing directly to Matt Fraser at the end of this, what I think of him and what I think he needs to be doing. And it's a little longer than like Barry wanted, but I want to be able to use some of this article needs to go into the Wikipedia page for Matt Fraser. It needs his Wikipedia page needs some updating, and this will be something that could update it. So I'm gonna need somebody to deal that.
I'm impressed. You wrote it. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. You wrote it with a fancy fountain pen. That's
I know, and it ends up looking like text. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's
If
amazing.
you guys look at the photo, it's a quill pen, like a fancy calligraphy pen, but
It's a
I
fountain
happened to
pen.
make it look just like text.
I love fountain pens.
Yeah, that was really nice. All right, so that's all we have for this week. Okay, so let's move on to Carl. I understand you have a category and it's not political, right?
Yeah, before I do that,
This feels really good not having to talk about it. Feel like I have a nice place.
I want to show you. We mentioned Natalie Pasternak, so I want to show you my favorite picture I took of Natalia Pasternak.
Yeah,
That's
Natalia.
icon this year.
Could be anybody.
No, not with that
that
red,
one, isn't
with that
it?
red hair. That has to be her.
That reminds me a little bit of a Facebook page that I follow called Crap Bird Photography. So it's always like a bird behind a leaf, behind a tree trunk or so, you know.
That's funny. I could mention also, I am working on the Sunday papers, videos for the Sunday papers. I have the trial that I was on Monday. I didn't expect I was going to even have to show up at the courthouse. Usually you call in and they say, no, we don't need you. But this time they're like, get your ass here. I didn't know. So I really threw off everything. I started the videos and I'm trying to really get all the slides inserted and everything. And it's tedious, but I think it'll look pretty good. I mean, I'm not as good as Adrian or Heather Henderson is at putting these videos together, but I'm trying to learn how to do it. So I kind of want to continue doing it. So maybe by next trivia, I'll have all 6 of the talks out on
Are
video.
any up?
No, I have all these sections and I'm merging them together and I'm making them. I'm going to make one long video from beginning to the end, and then I'm going to cut it up in 6. So you can either sit and watch all the whole thing, like as if you were sitting in the audience, or you can just watch individual videos. So I'll do it that way. But right now I'm working on individual. I'm trying to get them all done because I wasn't thinking when I did this. Paula, poor Paula's holding. I said, could you film this? And I didn't think that she's gonna be there for 2 hours, not being able to drink her coffee or anything. She was a trooper, and I should have gotten better audio. I just wasn't. I really need to take that more seriously, but I got 2 years to figure it out in Buffalo.
Oh, and mention that we had an in-person example of the Mandela effect.
Oh my God! Yes, I swear. Who was at the Sunday papers when the second guy got up? And his name is I have it somewhere. I swear, Bernie Garrett. I swear I saw a slide that said the Brzezinski Clinic on it. And when it said Dr. Love and it had this guy who's got like a hand like this to the side, he's like, and I hear him saying it on the video, and I'm like, where's the slides? And I'm like, Rob, the slides are not here. I know there's a slide that says Brzezinski Clinic on.
So I have the original that got sent and used there, and there's no way it could have been changed in between, and there's no such slide. In the notes of one of the slides, both the Brzezinski Clinic and Dr. Love were mentioned. And that must be what happened. He said the names, and that's what you recall.
I
and
swear
remembering
I
seeing
see the
something.
words on the screen and I said boo to the Brzezinski Clinic.
Nope. I even went back to look at his originals just in case that's
I
what
swear.
you're remembering it from. And
I'm telling you, aliens came down and did it because there is no way.
No, it's the alternate reality. You're from the multiverse. Yes.
Dr. Love. And it has a
lack of sleep.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is freaky because I feel so convinced that I saw it.
Yep. It's very hard to dismiss what we remember, even though it's wrong.
All right. Sorry for that long introduction.
All right. So
Karl, who now has a front.
Yeah, I for reasons no one's allowed to mention, I was like really not in the mood to think about writing trivia most of this week.
All right. So it'll be
Then I didn't start writing this until 5 hours ago, and the theme, you know, may or may not in some way be related to recent events. But Dysturbia Volume 2, films with a dystopian or apocalyptic setting or theme.
If I've watched 2 of those movies in the last 2 days, and if I was doing a category today, it would have been the same category.
It's like you're not supposed to watch a romance movie after you've just broken up. I mean, come on, you guys.
No, I watch things that are probably worse than what's going to happen next. Probably. I'm just saying probably.
All right.
Different people find different things cathartic.
That's right.
All right.
It can't get as bad as time traveling cyborgs coming back in time and killing people.
Hey, you never know what I'm going to come up with. You shouldn't say anything, Rob. All right, here we go. Muting. Everyone's muted. And number 1. 1995 film. In a world devastated by disease, a convict is sent back in time to gather information about the man-made virus that wiped out most of the human population on the planet.
Oh, this is going to be one of those feel-good categories.
Number 2. This controversial made-for-TV movie from 1983, directed by Nicholas Meyer, director of Star Trek 2 and 6, portrays the effects of a devastating nuclear holocaust in a small-town residence of eastern Kansas. Many parents, including mine, did not allow their children to watch this movie when it aired. Number 3. In this 1963 movie, co-starring Carol Ann Ford, who played the Doctor's granddaughter, Susan, in Doctor Who, after an unusual meteor shower leaves most of the human population blind, a merchant Navy officer must find a way to conquer tall, aggressive plants which are feeding on people and animals. Number 4. 2008 film. A science teacher, his wife, and a young girl struggle to survive a plague that causes those infected to commit suicide. Number 5. 1997 film. A nameless drifter dons a civil servant's uniform and bag as he begins a quest to inspire hope to the survivors living in a post-apocalyptic America. Number 6. 1996 film. In an oppressive future, a fireman, that's the wrong date on that. 1966, I think that's supposed to be. Definitely not 96. So let me correct that, because that will throw you off if you try and come up with that. In fact, let me just real quick here double check the date on that, since the internet is so great. Yeah, 66. Okay, cool. 1966 film. In an oppressive future, a fireman whose duty is to destroy all books begins to question his task. Number 7. 1971. First feature film of a very well-known filmmaker who does not have a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In the 25th century, a time when people have designations instead of names, a man and a woman rebel against their rigidly controlled society. Number 8. 2014 film. When Earth becomes uninhabitable in the future, a farmer and ex-NASA pilot is tasked to pilot a spacecraft along with a team of researchers to find a new planet for humans. Number 9. 1995 film. In a future where the polar ice caps have melted and Earth is almost entirely submerged, a mutated mariner fights starvation and outlaws smokers, and reluctantly helps a woman and young girl to try and find dry land. And finally, Piece of Resistance. Number 10. 2006 film. Corporal Joe Bowers, a decidedly average American, is selected for a top-secret hibernation program, but is forgotten and left to awaken to a future so incredibly moronic that he's easily the most intelligent person alive. All right. Go forth and break out.
Oh, break out. Break out. Break out.
All right, Susan, you know all these, right?
Yeah, okay. Anybody know any of these? I don't want to. Ron, is this your screen?
Yeah.
Why hasn't Ron filled in the? You're on mute, Ron. I know two of them. I'm not really a film person.
And Ron, do you forgive me for not singing to you last week?
He's on mute. He's talking away to himself, having a great time. Where's your wife, Ron?
Oh, look at that. I'm on mute. How about that?
Where's
There
your
you are.
wife? I thought she's going to join us.
No, we're still working at the logistics of how to do this.
Uh,
She's big wimpy and she wants to do it on my, like Brandy and Kyle, except there's nowhere to do it here.
she'll have to sit on your lap.
That's one way.
Do. She could sit on the back of the chair.
She can sit on the back of the chair, except she'd have to kick the cat
How
off.
is she doing? Is she feeling better?
Oh yeah, she's been taking Paxlovid and it's pretty much wiped the whole thing out.
Oh, that's good.
So that's
And
good.
do you forgive me for not singing, only signing?
He wants to hear your voice.
No, I was just saying I was on mute, but I was saying that's fine because I think you can still get COVID over Zoom calls.
She was signing happy birthday last week to you instead.
I signed the song instead of singing the song.
Where's your tiara, Cat? You don't look the same.
My fucking head hurts, man.
Really? Are you still not good?
I'm fucking sick.
Are we ever going to answer any questions here?
Oh,
I don't know. We
yeah,
thought
sure.
you were doing that. So while
That's
we were
what I
doing the
thought you
other
were doing.
thing.
I thought you
Oh,
were filling all the answers.
Does anybody know any?
Yeah, well, 9 is Waterworld, I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought so. That's the one I knew.
That's what I wrote down.
And where's the other one I knew here?
Better not be the one I know.
This is Fahrenheit 451.
Which one?
Yeah, it's number 6.
Oh, I didn't even see that question. I must have been doing something.
And
Thank you for saying it correctly too.
what, 451?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, the other one I know here is with the plants.
451. Yeah, it's 451.
Yeah. It's that one is Day of the Triffids because I just read the book and listened to the book tape of it.
They told you to fill these all in.
It's a very, very good series by John Wyndham.
I don't know anything is dystopian right now. Number 4 is, and I'm not sure I know the name of it, but if I say it, maybe one of you guys will get it. It's the bell. It's like on a bicycle bell. I think it's called Bird Bell, Bell Bird, or something like that. Where it's a sound that a bell makes on the bicycle because I didn't see it. I just watched like a trailer or something. And that's how they find each other because they have to blind themselves with a mask. Because if they see, they'll commit suicide. If they see these ghosty things, they kill themselves. So it's called Bird Call, Bird Bell.
But that's not 2008. That's a much newer one.
So is that the
Then it isn't it?
At least the one that you're describing is a much newer movie.
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
right.
the Sandra Bullock one, right?
Yeah,
The blindfolds.
where they go
What
down
was
the
that
river
called?
at the
Was
end.
that Bird Bell or Bird?
Yeah, it's something with bird in the name, but it's much newer than 2008.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's more
well-
like 2018.
But you're right, bird is in the title.
Okay, so I don't know number 4.
I think it was just called Bird.
That might be true, yeah. But anyone else got some other stuff here?
Is the
No,
first one 28 days?
no, it's much older than that.
Is the second one the day after?
Oh, I do remember that being really controversial and people weren't letting, they
Which
weren't
one?
I don't
No,
remember where
no-
it was set.
Yeah, number 2, I remember watching it. I said there were 2 movies that came out at the exact same time, both
Yeah.
of them around, nuclear warfare and the whole bit. I just remember one eerie scene. They're at a football game, and suddenly you see in Lawrence, Kansas, and you see one of the missiles
Hmm.
going off in the distance as they're fighting back, but I can't remember the names.
Could it be the day after? That sounds familiar.
That's I think that's one of the two.
That's one of the two,
So
but
put
and
it
it's
I
down
about the
don't
as
know
right
if that's
time.
the one. So we'll go with the day after
Dons a civil
and
servant
hope that's.
uniform and bag as he begins the quest. Is one of these Mad Max?
I was thinking of that for one of these.
never
The
seen
years aren't right for Mad Max.
71?
Yeah, those are old. Well, 71.
Mad Max was in the
Yeah.
80s.
No, the original Mad Max was in the 70s or 60s.
It's more like 75 or something.
Yeah.
now, I think.
It's not the 60s.
No.
Actually, that's true. I think it
Oh,
was the 70s.
could number 7 be the one where they kill each other off, they die at 30?
Logan's Run,
Logan's Run, 71.
but the timing is right.
They have designations instead of names. A man and a woman rebel against the rigidly
Okay,
controlled
that could
society.
be. We'll go with
Logan's,
that.
well, better than nothing.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, it's a classic.
I've heard of
before
it.
my
I've
time.
I've never
And they have,
seen it.
what is it called? They have to go out on their 30th birthday. They have to go to they have some freaky name for it, and they float up, and then they're just eviscerated by
Yeah.
a giant fan in the sky
Yeah, I can
of the
remember.
dome. It's
Number
really
8, is that something to do with Mars?
It wasn't The Martian, was it? No.
no, that not
No,
14.
That's more recent.
That's much more recent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking Interstellar, but that's also too recent.
I just have to go with the fact that I don't know these things. It's not like I could figure them out because I've probably never heard of you're like, oh, I'm struggling to come up with this answer. Like I've watched like one movie a year.
I know, right? And they're probably not this kind of movie.
And they're not these movies. It's selected for a top, but I might have seen a trailer or something. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like for
There's a lot of movies now that I know about that I've never watched, but I heard about them on trivia.
Oh yeah. What I do is if I hear about something that I'm like, I'm not going to watch that, I'll go read the Wikipedia page from top to bottom so I know exactly what happens. And then I'm like, all right, I don't have to watch that now.
I would do that if I thought I'd remember what I read. It's like, don't have that much interest in them.
Okay, what dystopian movies came out in the mid-90s?
And finding the average American. Hey, could 10 be Sleeper? No, that's not 2006.
No, that's I was
What is
thinking of Sleeper.
Idiocracy or
Well, I was also thinking of what's it? Buck Rogers in the 20.
I didn't see that either.
But that's I think
I'm gonna
older
go
than
spend a week in
2006.
Carl's
It sounds like the plot of that
his
of that
basement, and then
cartoon.
I'm just gonna be forced to watch videos for
The heck is that
nonstop with my
cartoon?
eyes open, held open like this.
That's Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh.
I've also read it. I'll be forced to watch them and memorize them. He'll do a trivia after each movie I watch so I can make sure. Casper and Sterling used to come over and show me stuff. They're like, okay, Mom, you've got to watch Psycho.
Oh, no, you don't.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, my granddaughter was over yesterday. I recommended watching Psycho with her, but we ended up
You have
watching.
a granddaughter that's old enough to
She's 13.
Wow.
13's too young to watch Psycho.
Yeah, I
It
know. We ended up
certainly is.
watching Inside Out 2 instead.
I would watch it with a 13-year-old.
Depend on the 13-year-old.
Yeah, because I'm weird. But of course, I
I
don't
would-
got no fucking grandchildren. Oh, sorry, I just said that. Recording.
Okay. A nameless drifter dons a civil servant's uniform and bag. That sounds like a postman.
Could it be Postman? Or wasn't that French?
The postman
British?
rings twice or something. I don't know.
That's
Well,
really
older.
old.
But isn't there one called the Postman? But I thought it was British.
Well, this can be British. It just says a 1997 film. It
No,
doesn't
it
say
says
American
like
film.
apocalyptic America.
Oh no, wait, it does say post. Yeah. Fuck.
Put the Postman. I don't know what that's about.
How about going postal?
Yeah, I don't remember what the Postman was about, but we'll go with that.
I thought it was a love story in France or going to Germany, going to England, and
I was thinking things like Independence Day and stuff, but that's not it.
what about Galaxy Quest? No, not Galaxy Quest. Mars Attacks. That was terrific. Now I've
Mars
seen that
Attacks,
a
I
bunch
love
of
that.
times.
I love
That I
that
can
one.
see. We should watch it right before we go to Vegas again.
If we ever go to Vegas
Oh, I
again.
know. 2027, maybe. Well, we're
So
supposed
what
to
else
do-
could number one be if it's not 28 days?
I don't remember time travel being in that one. We can go with
It's Star
28
Trek.
days.
It's Star Trek, the whales.
Yeah, number
No.
4.
We
Voyager.
need a couple of guesses.
I'm
We
gonna
have
go with
nothing for
28.
1. We have nothing
28
for
days.
4. We have nothing for 8.
4, it just bugs me because that is kind of the plot. I don't know if it was science teacher, but
For which
how
one?
many viruses are out there or mystery things that forces people to commit suicide? Can't imagine that being common.
Karl always seems to be able to find 2 things at the same time that have the same
That's
story.
A farmer and an
I found a website that's got.
that subject.
I found a website that actually is dedicated to exactly what you do, Karl. And I looked, and your name's not on there, but maybe it's your real name, and that's why I didn't recognize it.
Now we know. It's actually somebody watching our videos and taking his categories and adding it to his website. Like, guys, got to make another one pretty soon.
It's Karl's other pseudonym.
That's his real last name.
So we think like number 4 is something like bird song or something.
No, because it's the wrong year. And
Yeah. Sounds like the plots of a lot of movies I've seen, but none of them match up on the year.
oh, I know 8 is Airplane.
8 is Airplane.
8.
With O.J. Simpson.
No, they're not going off planet. What are you talking about?
And is O.J. Simpson the farmer or the ex-NASA?
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. No. The Core.
The
No,
Core.
it's close. Earth is about to become uninhabitable, and they go into the core, and they have to get into this thing that drills into the thing, and there's a whole bunch of researchers. No,
But this one they're going into space.
They're not
This is
going
going
to a new
into
planet.
space to find a new planet.
Well, it's better than what you guys came up with. At least it's a dystopian
I said it's something to
movie.
do with Mars.
Deborah looks like she's on Mars right now.
She does.
Why would you want something so destitute looking?
That's Red Rocks by Las Vegas.
I say
put that up there last
First
time.
Commit
because
warning.
Destitute.
It is
Karl, why
not.
do you hurt your team like this?
Because he wrote this thing about 4 hours ago.
I wrote this entire category in 90 minutes, including creating a PowerPoint for it.
All right, you might as well send us back. We're not going to get any better. We're going to start putting random words together.
Well, I just did for number 10 because I think I'm off by about 10 years on that one.
Well, that's okay.
Maybe it's the remake, 2006.
Well, and that's just it. Like the bird thing, maybe there was like a French movie that came out and then Sandra Bullock remade it 10 years later.
Maybe it's a time travel movie.
Le Bird.
Le Bird.
L'Oiseau.
Yeah, it is Bird, huh? That makes sense. It looked too scary for me. I just watched the trailer and I'm scared still.
This could hurt our chances of staying in number 1.
Right?
We're number 1. Are you guys 1?
Yeah.
We are number 1 for the moment.
Oh, 18.
2 points.
Yeah.
Very close.
We don't even have guesses for 2 questions.
How about 28 Days Later? Is that a movie? Is it dystopian movie?
28 Days Later is a great zombie film, but
Could it be one of these? I didn't see it.
Don't see
Or
these.
or the zombie film with the guy. I know now I'm mentioning zombie films. He's gonna do a zombie film. It's the one where the guy ends up having to kill his mom. She turns into a zombie, and they go to a bar and they bar themselves in. It's called Shaun of the Dead.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
Still haven't seen that one. I've heard that's good.
It's
Very good.
Highly recommend it.
I want to know films
It helps
that Karl
if you
has
have seen
not
the
seen.
Night of the Living Dead movies before you see Shaun of the Dead, but it's not required.
Yeah. Karl, what have you not seen?
There's lots I haven't seen.
Oh, come on. That are not French romance
Okay,
films.
I haven't seen any of the Godfather films.
No.
Really?
Oh, now
You've
that's
got homework,
amazing.
man.
Those are amazing. Is it too
All right, I got my
creepy or
next
what?
category.
Right?
You
Haven't
better
we
get
done a
busy, Karl.
Godfather?
I haven't watched them yet.
Oh, now I know what he's doing this week.
I think we got this.
To be continued.
Feel good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I want to hear the rest.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, the PowerPoint.
And you know what? So do I.
A PowerPoint?
Okay, here we go.
Disturbia.
Number 1 is 12 Monkeys.
Oh, I got it right.
Never heard of it.
Yes.
Bruce Willis, Madeline Stowe, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Willis.
Yep. Number 2, The Day After.
Yay!
All right.
We're on a streak.
Yay for the launch of nuclear missiles.
There's the pick. The one I
Good
was
job, Rob.
describing.
Number 3,
Wow.
Day of the Triffids.
Yay!
We got that right.
Good job.
Number 4,
All right, Ron.
The Happening.
Never
Oh,
heard
The
of it.
Happening.
So
Wow.
bad
We
that
were
they
way
had to
off on that.
completely block
Marky
the name of
Mark?
the movie from their memories. They could describe the actors in the movie, the actresses, but they refused to go deep enough into the brain to come up with the name of that horrible movie.
Right. Marky Mark.
Although, interesting parallel, we just had a category where the topic of plant consciousness came up, and in this movie, it was the plants causing people to kill themselves.
Oh my God, Zoe. That's Joey.
Chanel, yeah.
We
got it.
Kevin
All
Costner
right.
in The Postman.
Man,
I
yeah.
really worked hard to come up with language for the word of that question to not give it away.
I have
I've
never
never
heard
seen it.
The book and the movie are vastly different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, Fahrenheit 451.
451.
Nice.
Yep.
Number 7.
Oh, my God. I got it right.
So,
Oh my gosh.
What?
I've never heard of this.
George Lucas's first feature film, THX 1138.
Yep.
And as we learned in Kevin's round on the Walk of Fame, that George Lucas was not a correct answer for someone who had a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Starring Robert Duvall.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that Mary Tyler
Basically,
Moore in that one
based
too?
based on a student film he made when he was at film school.
I have
And
never
Donald,
heard of this.
Donald Pleasant.
Is it a good movie?
It was.
I watched it for I got it a long time ago. I watched it less than a year ago, and I put it away and said I'm never going to watch this movie again.
Yeah,
Is that horrible or it was so
I
memorable?
like
that
Robert
you'll
Duvall's
never
one of my favorite actors.
I can only really recommend it as a piece of film history,
Yeah.
not as a enjoyable film to watch.
Was Mary
Quite-
Tyler Moore in that one?
It's quite
I
slow.
don't recall that.
Small role. Okay, maybe not.
It's quite.
Number 8, Interstellar.
Yep.
Oh, it was. Shit. That's that old.
Yep.
Sorry, team. I thought it was a much newer movie.
No, Ron, we're that old.
Number 9, Waterworld.
Another Kevin Costner movie.
I heard that was awful.
I often say Waterworld is the postman without mail, or postman is the Waterworld with mail.
If people gave it a star, it would be 1 star.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
And I
I
think
heard it's real
probably
expensive
most
to
people
make.
came up with Idiocracy.
Did we write that
Yes.
down? Because I think I
Ec-
remember saying it.
No. we
Excellent
didn't.
movie. If you have not seen it, watch it at your earliest convenience.
I
Yeah,
have
people
not
can-
then. I will.
Oh,
It
I hear
really
it's
is.
Especially considering the stuff that we cannot talk about tonight. It is
Yeah.
a very fitting movie.
By the way, but fashion trivia, and I never noticed this in all the times I've watched this movie. They wanted to have all of the people wearing stupid looking shoes, and they
Yeah.
bought the new thing called Crocs.
Yeah. And then Crocs
And I own
became a
Crocs,
thing.
and that makes me pissed off.
And now
Yeah.
there's Crocs everywhere. I see a lot of
So
people.
the movie made the shoe
Uh-uh.
or the other
My
I predicted it.
My team, did we
Yeah.
get 10 out of 10?
We'll find out in a minute. All right, so let's go with Politica is verbodium.
Verboten.
Verboten,
9.
so we have no name. 9. All right, Kyle Gall,
Damn M.
take
Night
it
Shyamalan
away.
movie.
5.
And anyone to join me in Thailand?
10.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're on the clock. 28 days later has started.
Charging out of the lead with a 5.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow. 7.3. Still too easy. Make them harder.
Well, that's fine.
Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie, it's your. Oh, wait. Any categories for next week?
I play for enjoyment. I don't need another class. I already have one of those.
Okay. Rob's on for next week. What else? I need 2 more.
I got one.
Kevin.
I got one.
Who was that?
Jeff.
Hey.
All right.
Excellent.
Jeff's back, and I need a bonus.
I can do a bonus, but I did one this week.
That's fine.
Okay, let's see. Anybody else want to volunteer for a bonus?
Peggy, let's volunteer Peggy.
Where's Peggy at? She's in
She's
traveling.
She's in the snow.
George is
I'm trying to
frolicking.
think of what I'm doing next Thursday. I
George
think I
is
have
frolicking in the snow.
Yeah, George, the video of George in the snow.
Robin's busy
happy.
next week.
I
Is that
think-
Janina just volunteered to do a category next week of bonus?
I'm not.
I see Kat's,
I may
Kat's
not
left
even
hand
be
is up.
here.
Kat's left hand is up right by her face there. See?
I think Karen should do a round, forget about it, and make it up at the last second.
All right, Karen's going to
That
do a
worked out
bonus
well.
next week. She'll come up with something.
Bonus. Okay, let me
She'll
write it
come
down.
up with something.
Bonus is the last round, but make sure you drink.
No
We
more.
could do
No.
bonus first.
No, we
and then
want to
do
see you
food.
drink the whole night.
Wait, do you have 3 people or 2?
Yeah, I got him. Jeff,
Jeff
Rob,
and
Kevin,
Kevin?
and Karen.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah, Rob was on for this week already.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Okay, excellent, fantastic. So 242. Oh, that'll be 242. And this is okay. All right. So Jamie, what you got?
Okay. Well, I changed my category 5 minutes ago based upon
All right.
your
Rob.
request. So this is 5 minutes old. Okay, the bonus. According to foodindustry.com, name the top 10 largest food manufacturers in the world based on revenue.
Say it one more time.
Okay.
Top food.
Name the top 10 largest food manufacturers in the world based on revenue.
Good Lord.
So
Do the political one?
food
No.
can you
The
define
other one is
a food is somebody who sells
Food-
grapes, for example, a food manufacturer?
no, a food
Produce?
manufacturer. Drinks, meats,
Not produce.
cereals. And it can be anything. Food is food. It can be produce. The largest companies manufacturing, producing food that you can buy in the grocery
Edible.
stores.
So you say manufacturing and not farming.
Yeah, I wouldn't say manufacture. You manufacture apple. So
Well,
no.
so according to your definition, would Coca-Cola be a food manufacturer?
Oh, you just gave it away.
Yeah, you gave one.
Well, I'm just
Yes.
it probably is. Okay, yes. Okay, according to your definition.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, send us to our rooms.
Okay. Can you help me?
I could do that.
Yeah. See, I just still can't do it.
It's
Okay,
because you're
here
in
we go.
Thailand.
Yeah.
You're safe.
of symptoms of anxiety.
Who's what?
it was physical symptoms that you suffer when you have anxiety or panic.
Well, that could have been a category. There are other ways you can panic other than politics.
Yeah, so that was my original category, but I try to keep it happier.
So top food. Oh, so now you can go to other rooms or no?
Yeah, I can go to different rooms.
Okay, cool.
Okay, folks, we got to come up with 10 of them.
Yeah.
Jamie, food based on everyone was having trouble with the word manufactured. If they just sell a lot of food but don't do anything to it, is that still manufacturing?
Say that again. Say that again.
I'm saying if they all they do is sell food, like I'm thinking of one, and just tell me if this one would fit the category. United Fruit.
No.
Would it fit the category? They don't manufacture anything, but they
Yeah.
sell a lot.
Well, it's hard to say. Shit.
How about Dell? Like Dole. I'm sorry, Dole.
Yeah, that would be
that. Procter and Gamble.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, I wonder if Dole would be like, oh well, Dole. If you're not counting the pineapples, you're counting all the canned fruit products. You're counting you're counting
manufacturing.
That like that's the manufacturing. But like the fact that they produce pineapples is irrelevant. It's all of the manufactured.
Okay, so I think Rob needs help. Go to room 2.
Yeah, feel free to move on.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
I think we have to say the companies have to be the very big ones that own the other ones.
I think
things
like before with 7-Eleven.
No, it has to be a food things like General Mills.
Yeah, head to another room, Jamie. Go help other people for a bit.
Rob wants you in room 2. How about like
General
Campbell wouldn't be it. They don't do food, do they?
No, but PepsiCo does actually own a whole bunch of food products that
and
aren't soda.
I'm convinced can run everything. So they both should do that.
Chiquita?
Yeah, I was thinking of Chiquita.
Yeah,
General Mills is going to be.
I don't think it's big enough though.
No.
What do you think of Dole?
So I can't hear Gail over the both of you. What were you saying?
I keep saying General Mills.
General Mills.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Nabisco.
How about that one that starts with an H?
Nabisco does all those cereals, as well as
General Mills.
Things. They're a multinational.
Yeah, General Mills is really big.
Company, right?
And they make more than they own a bunch of the crackers. They own a whole bunch of the cookies, that kind of stuff. Like anything having even remotely to do with grain, they own. They even own a bunch of stuff that isn't grain related as well. It's just like
that's right.
They just like the only thing I'm at all ever worried about is that we didn't pick the parent most company in the group.
Exactly.
That there's some company above them that we are not picking out. But other than that, like these are all ones that I'm aware of. I'm trying to think of what other ones.
Kellogg's?
Kellogg's by itself won't do it. Kellogg's is owned by others.
Yeah, who is Kellogg's owned by?
Oh, okay. Oh.
But that on that same line of thought, I'm thinking there's probably places we don't even know of because they have a different name, like a Japanese or a Korean or a Chinese.
So surprisingly, when it comes to manufactured food, all of these companies are actually exceedingly international, despite the fact that they started in the United States.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then it might be a U.S.
There's got to be something with rice because that's the biggest food in the world.
I know, but like the thing is that there aren't that many companies that export rice products outside of their country. Like that isn't just rice. Like obviously you can buy Japanese rice here, but that doesn't make them one of the biggest rice producers.
Well, then I'm stumped. Holy moly.
I bet we'll know them when some.
What about if it's manufactured? What about the candy companies?
Yeah, no, one of them is
Nestle.
I think it's Nestle because I think they own Cadbury and a couple others.
Nestle is definitely going to be one of the big ones, I think. And Cadbury could be.
I think Cadbury is now owned underneath Nestle.
Yeah,
Yes,
that would make
possibly
sense.
true, right?
Trying to think, what are the other big ones? Because yeah, Nestle is a big one.
Hershey's?
Funny is I would have said Frito-Lay, except I know that Frito-Lay is owned by PepsiCo.
Yeah, he said, would you just say Hershey's?
Hershey's.
I don't know if Hershey's owns enough.
Yeah.
I think they mostly just have their own stuff.
And I think they're mostly American.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, most people outside of America don't like the taste of Hershey's chocolate.
They don't like American chocolate at all.
Yeah, American chocolate is based off
Yeah,
of
right.
a derivation of chocolate from World War II.
What about coffee? Coffee is a big deal.
We have
Coffee
Hershey's
drinks.
here.
Oh, you're getting there.
Oh yeah, no,
We
I
have
mean
the
it gets
tea.
exported to Canada.
How about
but-
tea? Like
Coffee tea.
Twinings or
Twinings? Yeah.
Oh,
Twinings
no.
might be there.
Folgers who owns Folgers? Oh, that's General Mills probably, huh?
That's the thing. Like a lot of these have conglomerated over the years. Like Frito-Lay didn't used to always be under PepsiCo, but it definitely is now. And there's been a lot of consolidation over the years.
What about the supermarket companies? Kroger, maybe?
Well,
Is
those
Kroger
are,
on any of the international ones?
Because they make generic Kroger foods. Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. I'm looking for manufacturers, not who sells them.
Hmm.
So you were on the right track with your list so far.
Well, like Kroger is itself a brand, but the thing is that I also don't think Kroger sells in enough grocery stores. Like everything we've named so far sells in every grocery store.
How about like Golden Giant? You know, the ones that put all the fruits or vegetables.
Green Giant?
Well, United Fruit, as I said before, could be a possibility.
What do they do?
They're mostly involved in bananas, which are all over the world, but they sell other fruit too, and they basically have monopolies on that.
We'll add
Yeah.
it.
I mean, at that rate, it's like ConAgra, right? Like they own huge amounts.
Right.
I'm gonna put ConAgra because we don't have
ConAgra
anything.
on there, yeah.
ConAgra is like the biggest among the
Is
biggest.
is that United Foods? Fruits? United
No,
Fruits,
this is a
Dale
different
said?
one. United Fruits would be a different one, I think.
Put them on. We don't got anything else.
Trying to think of what else are definitely also international brands.
Do we put anything that has to do with coffee or tea?
Wait, does anybody own Mars?
Ooh.
Yeah, and Mars is with
Because they make Mars and Milky Way. They make a whole bunch of other candies and things like that. I just don't remember if they're owned by somebody else.
they weren't to begin with. It was M&M. It's the same company.
Yeah,
Put
I'm gonna
Mars
say
down.
Mars.
Maybe. Um. And you think Kellogg's has been bought out, right?
I don't think Kellogg's is the topmost,
No,
but I'm
Kellogg's
also
isn't the
okay with
topmost.
putting it on the list as, you know,
As we have nothing else. good
usually
enough.
the way I like to run these ones is like we just like keep writing down ones that we think of and we let some of them fall below the line, and whatever's the top 10 we'll leave them.
Yep.
Whatever 10 we like the best we'll leave.
Geez, when I said Kellogg's, you said absolutely no.
No, I don't think it's Kellogg's. Kellogg's is owned by
No,
somebody else.
I agree with you. I agreed with you, Vincent. I thought Kellogg's is one of the ones.
I don't think
you said it.
Kellogg's is a big company, but it is owned by somebody bigger. It's
Well,
like
we
General
have space.
Mills owns all of those cereals. Kellogg's is owned by somebody else, and I can't think who it is. I think.
I thought Kellogg's was
like, are they owned by the same company as Post?
What did you say, Vincent?
I thought Kellogg's was just Kellogg's, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Post? Maybe
Post?
put Post.
No,
It's
I
gonna be
think
owned by General
Post isn't
Mills, I
the
would
top
think.
company. I don't think. I think it's
We didn't say a coffee or a tea.
Yeah, I think Twinings could be there.
Twinings is huge.
Is it? I know boron. The homeopathy people. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Manufacturing sugar.
Mm-hmm. No, they don't count because it's mostly water products.
I don't think it's as big as it was either.
Yeah.
Sorry for yawning all the time. It's way past my bedtime.
Aw.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
I'm
you guys.
sleepy too. Yeah,
Susan,
you
can you
go ahead.
start? Can you start the timer, Susan?
Yeah.
I wish my iPad had more capability.
You gotta get a laptop.
Yeah, but
or desktop.
Okay, it's fine. It's just during these kind of sessions.
But you do it every week, so it is something you would use a lot.
Yeah, one day.
Someday.
I remember when I was in BC, I had to use my laptop. And I think I had questions too.
I don't like using a laptop on, but you know.
I did it though. I was amazed. I was able to do it.
Possible.
Yeah. On the laptop. Wasn't very good Wi-Fi, but
Yeah, the iPad actually is excellent. You use it for everything. It's just I don't know why the Zoom software has some limitations. It's odd. It's an Apple thing.
that's your first mistake using Apple.
That's for sure. Learning.
PC all
Julie makes an appearance.
Hi.
She was down
Hi.
visiting her parents until just recently.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Susan.
Jeff, what do you think about Swanson?
Swanson's? I mean, sure. I like it marginally better than Kellogg's.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't care.
But I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Get rid of Kellogg's then.
We think Twinings is pretty
I don't know.
global.
I just know that
Oh, it's very
it's
global,
got to be
but-
some kind of coffee or tea or something.
I
don't like that we're ignoring it. It doesn't like to be ignored either. That was really difficult, and I'm sure we're going to be totally embarrassed when we see this list.
Us
Yeah,
too.
And now I'm hungry.
Aw.
I want to tell you just something short without mentioning any company's name. I have a friend that kind of worked his way around food service in the United States, and at one point his job was just to take like pictures of products made with their products, you know, like a wedge of dessert or something. And he told me these stories of like 10 people all around one little tiny plate with a slice of something on it with a dropper, putting drops of water and lights and spending hours to take like one photograph.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't believe I'm making money doing this.
Yeah.
And
I think that wasn't that an article like in Life magazine or something?
I don't know. I'll tell you later
Looks
the
like it.
product and the name of the company, but he did that and they came up with a little recipe book and all of the pictures and
Oh wow.
They use a lot of fake substances too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff. Yeah. Oh, how interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Here's the list of the top 10 largest food companies in the world based on revenue. The largest company in the world is worth $92 billion, and it's Nestle.
Nestle.
We got
Number
that one.
one? Oh wow. I would have thought it was
That's
way
number one.
Nestle's huge.
Second is the Pepsi company, PepsiCo.
We got that one too. Excellent.
Then Coca-Cola.
Excellent.
The next one, I'm surprised. Unilever.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Yeah.
Unilever owns a lot of things.
You know a lot, like Hellman's mayonnaise.
You'll know all their brands, but you won't know them as a brand.
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I didn't remember it. And
Like Ben Jerry's is owned by Unilever.
Did anybody get that one?
No.
Mono rules.
No.
No. Next is Tyson Foods.
Oh, we didn't even think of
Oh, we
that.
took it off our list.
We took it off.
Tyson is
Yeah.
big.
We got that one.
Then the
Do they
next
do
one-
anything other than chickens?
I think chicken beef. I think it's just a meat company. I think.
Mm.
But
I don't know why we took
worldwide.
it off our list. I mean, we didn't even think of that. That's brilliant.
They
I
even
don't
sell.
think we did anything in this meat.
Yeah, they sell Tyson here, so it's everywhere. The next company is Heinz, Kraft and Heinz.
Oh, we didn't even think of
We forgot
Heinz.
Kraft. Kraft is huge.
So is it both Kraft and Heinz two separate?
No, no, it's
They're
company.
one merged company.
Yeah, we put
Okay.
Kraft and Heinz, so we get 1 point.
Okay, we get 1
Yeah.
point because we said
Right.
Kraft.
Yeah, Kraft or Heinz. Next is
Kraft.
General Mills.
No,
General
no, Kraft
Mills?
and Heinz. Kraft, Heinz, and Heinz.
Yes,
Right.
same company. But if you said either one, it's accepted.
And
Oh.
General Mills, you said?
General Mills.
Excellent.
Next, I never heard of Mandela's International.
Spell that.
Mondelez. I never heard of it. Mandela's.
The Mandela effect?
Is it part of
An
Mandalay?
American multinational. They make confectionaries, beverages.
Oh.
They were $26 billion they hired. They have 83,000 employees in the U.S.
These are the owners of Cliff Bars, Cadbury, Belvita, and Paul's.
Paul's fish sticks.
What do you know? I never heard of them.
Oreo.
Oh, Oreos. Huh.
Thought it was Nabisco.
Next is ConAgra.
Yay!
Oh, ConAgra.
Great.
Good old
And-
ConAgra.
And the 10th company is the Campbell Soup Company.
Campbell
we missed
Soup
that one.
Company.
Wow.
Campbell's. Oh, that was a good one.
Campbell.
Well, here
Oh,
you
we
go.
didn't think of a lot of these.
Just to give you an idea, if you don't mind, I'll share this. Again, most of these are on here, but some others are on here just to show
Mm.
how
Jeez,
so
look at
few
that.
companies own so many
Oh,
brands.
look at Wrigley. Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wonka.
like this is the thing. It's so aggregated. You're always questioning like which one's the one at the top.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
That's where we
I
were
have to
having
sign
trouble.
off, guys.
Good night, Carolyn.
Good night,
Carolyn.
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 Bye, Carolyn. Thank you.
Like who knew PepsiCo owns like Tostitos or whatever, you know?
Frito-Lay.
Lay's
Yeah,
and-
they
Oh,
own
it's got
Frito-Lay.
Lay chips right here. I couldn't
There you
look.
go.
Wow. That
Now-
was interesting. That was really good, Jamie.
The
You
one
came
I was
up with that
thinking
in a
of
few
before
minutes.
was Yum Brands. But
Yeah, I
that's
thought about them, but
Yeah,
they're
we had
more
that too.
restaurants. They're
I'm
more
surprised that
restaurants
they're
than
all
food.
American, like, well, mostly American, except the Associated
The
Press.
Sold out Mars.
You
Mars-
you get a gold
Mars-
star for Kellogg's. We were all sure it was owned by somebody else, and it wasn't.
Nope.
Well, I think we had it
totally wrong.
backwards. We thought Kellogg's was owned by General Mills and Post was separate, and I think it's the reverse. General
does
Mills
it-
maybe
why
owns
are there
Post.
separate lines in there?
Kellogg's is not on the top 10 though, right?
Yeah, so
No.
No,
each
but it's on
lines
this
is
list.
describing
Yeah,
an underlying company that, like, subsidiary that owns brands like PepsiCo's branching into chips. That's Frito-Lay as a company.
Wow. The someone mentioned Yum Brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum. Actually, Yum. One of our friends is the owner of a portion of Yum Brands that makes rice cookers, and they said they clear $1.5 million a week.
Wow.
Wow.
They live on our island. They live very close to us. They're friends of ours.
Wow.
They
And
done-
and my friend that worked for Kraft was in charge of Philly cheese. So the book they were making was cheesecake, all different kinds of cheesecakes. And so they spent months photographing single slices with water droppers and stuff of cheesecake.
Yeah, technically,
Now,
if
what-
you had put Berkshire Hathaway, you'd be correct because they are the owners of Kraft Heinz.
Well, at that time, this was a while ago. It was Kraft Foods when he worked for them. Or
Now,
maybe
how
it was
about a
always.
company called JBS, and Cargill, and Chiquita? Any of those on the list?
Chiquita, no.
Yeah, we had Cargill.
All right, so let's try the
Okay.
see how our
we got
scores are.
scores.
Let's see how everybody did.
This was like the
So-
80s, Carl. You may be right.
Calgon, take me away. Took
We got 6.
Caroline away. 27. Stop the count.
Yeah, really.
We're on the clock. 28 days later it started.
We also got 6.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, that was short-lived. All right. Politica is verboten. So we have no name.
4.
Damn, tied.
Ooh,
We're gonna be in last place.
anyone want to join me in Thailand? How did they do?
5.
Charging
Ah!
at the
Wow.
Perfect
Look at that
score.
score.
By
5.6.
one.
Very good.
Wow.
That was
Awesome.
fun, Jamie, especially
Holy.
for coming up with that at the
Yes.
last minute.
Yeah, I
Well
like
done.
that.
5
That was
minutes.
good.
Yeah.
And he had a nice background
Wow.
picture too.
Sorry,
Yeah.
team. We should have left Pepsi on there in addition to Coke. My bad. I forgot they owned Frito-Lay and all that
We
stuff.
took
so.
Tyson
Oh,
off.
yeah. Oh.
We
Oh,
would have
yeah,
had one more
Tyson's
point,
big.
but we still would have
Oh.
came in last.
Got him yawning.
Boy, that
No,
made
didn't we
my
say
night.
the clock's back an hour? Didn't we supposed to gain? No, we lost an hour of sleep.
No, we gained an hour.
Gained an hour by
Gained
falling
We
an
back.
gained an hour of sleep.
My
I
gaining
also
an hour was a maintenance window, so I was up the whole time and got to
Yeah.
see
You had an extra
2
hour to
o'clock
work.
happen twice. Yeah, I got an extra hour to work. That's what I got.
Oh, that's
It was
Did
so
you get
much
an
fun.
extra hour's pay?
No, I'm salary.
Salary.
It doesn't matter.
When I worked a night job, I used to put in for a 11-hour shift if I was there that night. And then they would say, "Hey, you." Yeah, I said, "Hey, I worked 11 hours, not 10." And I was like,
Right.
"Oh, okay." And then they said, "What happens when it goes the other way?" I says, "I wasn't working that night." And they never caught on. They never caught on. Sometimes I might have, and I just never told them.
Oh, recording, you're going to be in trouble
Yeah,
now.
boy. What's the statute of limitations on that?
That's technically true. He's correct.
Yeah, technically. All right.
You have the
why
list
they
to
can't
put in the
agree on-
chat.
Night,
Jamie?
folks.
All right.
Thank
Hey,
you,
everyone.
man.
Everybody.
Yeah, I don't know
Ron.
why I'm dragging, but good night, y'all. We'll see you soon.
Okay, you guys.
Read my article.
See you next week.